The next stop is 34th Street, Penn Station.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sports Jedi Network's edition of the Return of the Knicks podcast here. What's up? I hope you guys had your summer, wonderful, beautiful summer. The last time we were speaking or doing a basketball game was that Game 7 at Madison Square Garden where the Pacers defeated the Knicks. We are Game 3 of the preseason. Boy, a lot has changed as we did the reaction video. We seen that Julius Randle, not part of this team. The big trade, we spoke about it, but the last time I had everyone on the watch along, and we did the watch along. Boy, what a overhaul this team did. Our heart out. Karl Anthony Towns is in. DiVincenzo out, but you saw the depth of the team. Payne, Larry Shamet. This team is so depth. There's so much deep and depth on this team where it's going to be a fun season. We have to enjoy the ride. It's going to be one of the most funnest things this Knicks team has done. As I got to close my freezer. Give me 1 second. Let me close my freezer here. As this team is one of the strongest teams in the NBA Eastern Conference, and man, this Knickerbocker team, barring injuries in the Eastern Conference or in the NBA, they're a top 5 team easily. From the starting 5, you got balance, you got wings defenders, and it's led by the megastar, ascending megastar in Jalen Brunson. Now, Jalen Brunson has a lot of help around him. Can he duplicate the same season? He doesn't have to carry the big load on his shoulders. He could go nice, free, and easy. Show us the leadership that he has, that he's capable of in this team. And I think with the pieces around him, it's going to be a really good season. We're going to have a fun late fall into winter for the New York Knicks and Madison Square Garden. Not just the Knicks, the Rangers. I mean, it's going to be a fun year. New York. The city is so on fire. You have to name it twice. Look at the baseball teams, both in the divisional championship series, the league championship series. You got, of course, the Liberty, who just tied the series. Liberty could easily be up 2-0 on that. I saw that. I saw the fourth quarter of the Liberty game, and my goodness, those ladies are on a mission. Hopefully, it's the team, the city, the basketball team gets inspired, and they're on a mission of themselves. Remember, our theme of last year's playoffs, guys, was we have to finish our story. We Jalen Brunson has to finish his story. I was thinking about Derrick Rose. That's why that name came up. Retiring from the league. I'm wearing his shirt tonight, his shirt. So I wanted to also bring that up. But I also wanted to bring up Dick Barnett, got enshrined into the Hall of Fame. Dick Barnett, one of the few members that are alive from both championship of the Knicks from the 70s and the 73. Dick Barnett is a legend, a Knick legend, and he's into the Hall of Fame. I wanted to shout him out, so his name was on my mind. Mr. Danny, what's going on? Daniel Barrow Sports Highlight. Chef Dan is working tonight, so Chef Dan will not join us on the watch along tonight. Hopefully in the near future, he'll be on. Definitely can't wait to get him on. And we got a few more minutes before we get started. Now, I asked this question. Are the Knicks going to make Vegas look ridiculous again? I think their numbers at 47, 46 games, 47, 48 games on Vegas. Will they surpass that? I think so. I don't like to look ahead too much and say win, loss, because I don't know what these teams look like yet. We're seeing this is the third game of the preseason, and we're trying to see how this team is acclimated with the starting unit, how they're going to trust and play on the court. Not a lot of minutes. It's about the bench players, the key role, which which bench players are going to make it, the rosters 9, 10, 11 to 15, which ones are they going to stay on this club going forward, and how deep this team is, and where Tom Thibodeau and the coaching staff want to have a lot of depth in. Miles McBride, another opportunity. He came on strong after the Quickly trade. He's been a pleasant surprise, a pleasant development for the Knicks. Now we're looking for that same step for Jericho Sims. Now, could Jericho Sims develop into that player or take that huge step forward the way Miles McBride did on this team? Only time will tell. Jericho Sims has the fine tools. I remember giving him a lot of kudos, a lot of flowers last season, when, especially around that January, that he wasn't committing the stupid, silly fouls. He wasn't moving screens. He was playing, basketball, good basketball IQ, not doing anything to write home about, just not going over his head that wasn't required from him. He just played really solid. Now I'm looking for him to take another step into development. Big task at hand. Let's go. Oh boy, I miss seeing you, Big Task. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. Miss seeing you. Hope everyone is doing good. Hope your summer was good, Desmond, as well. As hopefully everyone starts filing in before we get this game kicked off. Now I'm streaming this ESPN. I downgraded from DirecTV. I still got DirecTV, but I downgraded my channel package. It was getting ridiculous. But when I downgraded, ESPN decided to leave, or it wasn't part of the package that I downgraded to. So I've got to stream. Hopefully I'm not too far lagging behind. This is one of the things I dislike about streaming, is about how behind, 30 seconds or even 45 seconds means a lot, because you want to be part of calling the game and everyone watching at the same time. And if you're streaming it and you're behind, it kind of kills the euphoria. But we'll go how it goes. You know how we do here. Yes, Seth, glad to be here. Talk to them. What do you think about this team, Big Task? I mean, listen, I've been one who poo-pooed a lot of the Karl Anthony Towns to the Knicks trade. I was like, no, we don't need him. I'm gonna say this right now. You know myself. If you know me, if you remember my takes on, I wasn't a big fan of Julius Randle, but I did say on the emergency podcast stream when they made the trade, I kind of wanted to see what this team looked like with Julius Randle. Here's the thing. It wasn't going to fit for what Julius Randle was going to play on this team was center. You already asked Julius Randle to be the second fiddle on the team. You ask him to take a back seat, seeing how the changing of the guard is. He took less money, and now you're asking him to change position. At the end of the day, when Mitchell Robinson said he wasn't ready to play, or wasn't going to be ready until January, I don't think it was a panic button. I think they had to make that move, and you can't go playing players outside of their comfort zone, outside their position, especially in the Eastern Conference. That was a good move to get Karl Anthony Towns. There now, I got to see it translate on the floor. When things are getting a little tight, I got to see how Karl Anthony Towns is going to rise to the occasion. How is he? Is he going to let the noise of the media or the naysayers get to him, or is he going to arrive and mature where it's not? He's just going to brush it off. It's part of being a professional. And you know what? This team, I'm not here like in Minnesota that I needed to be the franchise leader. I am the second fiddle. I'm a Robin, or second fiddle alongside Mr. Brunson. He sees what kind of nucleus is there. The Batman, there a Batman and Robin is already there, my opinion, in Bridges and Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is just going to be another part member of the Justice League. He doesn't have to do too much. He just has to be a Justice League member, maybe a Green Lantern, in there, just be part of the Justice League. And then this team will prevail and will go forward. The loss of Dante DiVincenzo was a gut punch. Yes, I think we're all agreeing with on that. Losing the big Ragu was a gut punch. Absolutely, the way he scores, the way he shoots the three. Not only that, his gritty guttiness, the way he represented what New York was. What is gritty, tough SOB. That's gonna be missed. But now Hart has an opportunity to play some more minutes. This kid Tyler Koklik. I'm gonna have a hard time saying his name. This kid looks like he's gonna be good from the deep bench, but Miles McBride has to step up here. This is a Miles McBride step up moment. Maybe we're asking him a lot for him, but man, it's going to be sub. And don't forget, Cam Payne is on this team as well as Larry Shamet. And just in case they got depth in the guard handling the basketball, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. It's not Ragu style, but I'm okay with it for now. And if they have to twinker at the trade deadline, they'll do. I don't think this Knicks team might not. Never say never. Might. The only move I could see maybe, which I'm very disappointed with, and I'm a big fan of him, and I kind of want to see him work out here, be part of this. But hey, look, they got rid of some of these. They got rid of Barrett. They got rid of Quickly. They got rid of our trade was Mitchell Robinson. I'm a little disappointed with him, the way combative. I kind of want him to be quiet, a little humble. I really am rooting for the Cookie Monster for Mr. Mitchell Robinson, but man, his attitude on social media isn't working. I guess he's taking the villain role on the team. I noticed one thing as well. He wasn't there on media day to take pictures. I managed to look at the media day pictures to take some of the new folks, especially my intro. I had to use an old picture of Mitchell Robinson. So it kind of worries me or makes me raise an eyebrow on Big Mitch. I know he's not going to be on the team, but you still want him to be around and feel part of the team. That's the only thing I'm having concerning is Big Mitch. Yeah, has to do his job. Yep, now has to be the savior. Yes, that's it. You get it. I think that role is going to help Karl Anthony Towns. Also, coming back home. Yeah, I know some people say it might not be good to come back home, but I think this time around, for him being mature in the league for quite a while, he already knows how to keep his body acclimated. I think for him, Karl Anthony Towns is going to come back and it's going to come to New York, and it's going to be a very pleasant player for the Knicks. I think we're really going to get excited for Karl Anthony Towns. I think he's motivated. I think he wants to quiet the naysayers, but there's going to be a pivotal time for Karl Anthony Towns to meet the media, or things are not going right. That's where we're going to see how much he really matured for Big Cat. And then we're going to be either pleasantly surprised or a little disappointed. Listen, Randall, regardless of the fact, if Randall wasn't my cup of coffee or not, he was a good citizen. He was a family man. He was a family man with his kids. Yes, did he give us the thumbs down? He had a little bit of a hothead at times on the court, but outside of the rink, outside of the hardwood, he was a model citizen. I can't complain about Julius Randle. He came in here in 2021, and he's changed the whole narrative of this franchise. Remember how we were doormats, how we were the laughing stock. Even Disney Pixar was making fun out of the Knicks franchise. If you remember that movie, Spirit, or making fun out of the Knicks. So now we're not a laughing doormat. We're NBA final contenders, maybe this year or next year. But at the end of the day, they with Julius Randle and Tom Thibodeau, Leon Rose have put respect on this franchise's name. To the point where you're going to see a lot of nationally televised games for the Knicks. They're going to be the darling or the up-and-coming team here that I think a lot of people are going to want to see the Knicks knock off the Celtics. And we know the Knicks fan base is one of the greatest fan bases definitely in all of professional sports outside of the Cowboys and the Yankees. Yeah, New York is a big pressure. And we shall see if Tibbs could keep him on point. I think the coaching staff is going to do it's possible. They're going to do good. I think when Rick Brunson, he's not just Jalen's dad. I think Rick Brunson is a great communicator on the bench. Remember, no Johnny Bryant. Johnny Bryant is gone. So the pseudo head coach in waiting is no longer there. So that pressure's off. They gave Tom Thibodeau an extension. So they pretty much gave all the keys right there to Tom Thibodeau. Coach this team. We got you. We bought some groceries here. We bought you some great groceries, top-end groceries. Cook. They told Coach Thibodeau to cook, and I think Coach Thibodeau It's gonna cook. He's not gonna have anybody stepping over or and blurring their recipes like a Johnny. I don't. Although there, I don't say. I'm not saying there was a rip between Johnny Bryan and Coach Thibodeau. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that that look behind your shoulder is out of the building. So now he could coach. Oh, thank you so much. I wanted to give you a quick update. Thank you so much. We were lucky or and blessed. We could say blessed more. All we had was a lot of palm trees all over the yard. No loss of power, no structural damage. Um, there was a lot of flooding around our city, and there still is flooding. But we dodged a bullet. We were blessed. We had the hand of God pretty much all over us here. Normally, when these storms hit, even lesser storms, we lose power. Whenever there's even a tropical storm wind, we tend to always lose power. This time, this was a Hurricane 3 that made landfall that passed a 1, and we didn't lose any power. I mean, that was just a touch of God miracle, because my friend's partner on the channel, Terrence, lost power. He just got it back a couple days ago, but we didn't, which was like, wow. And it just went, and the eye came right by here, right by Orlando. I live right by the Orlando airport. The eye just came right by, and I mean, it was great. I was so thankful. It was yes. That's why I didn't do the game. I was going to do game 2 and game 1. Game 1 of the preseason. I had the thumbnail. I had everything going, and then we saw the hurricane. I had to go prep. I had to go get the yard prep. I had to go. Then game 2, we couldn't do it because we were getting ready for the storm. And then I said, what, I got to do one of these preseason before we get to the regular season game starts. I got to get something. I got to get in my groove to call these games and get right into it. Now, we don't know yet if we're going to go back. I'm contemplating, guys. I want to go. I have an app called the Playback. Playback is the same as YouTube. Only difference is behind me, instead of having the graphics of the graphics of the basketball and stuff, you're going to see the game behind me. You'll get to see the game while we watch along. But the thing is, I want to make sure I grab everyone from YouTube to follow when we do that. So I'm contemplating. I don't want to lose, because I'm you, like, you guys are like family. Maybe you guys don't want to do the playback, and I just don't want to lose you guys just to go over to the playback. It's the one thing great about it, we get to see the games. It gets, instead of, I just go into a little corner, no scoreboard. It's the game itself. We could either put it with me doing the call. We could hear Clyde and Clyde, or whatever. If it's a nationally televised game, I'll do the call, whatever the case is, and we watch it together as a watch along. So I want to leave that up to the nation here, the Sports Jedi Nation, if they want to do it with that. We're going to start this watch along here. Let's get this going. Let's add that to the stage. Here we go. All right, so Julius Randle, I don't believe it's going to play. Yeah, that's a sweet deal. I haven't used it much because when we got accepted, the NBA season ended, so there was no games to really put on the playback. And I should have done the preseason, but then I would have lost everyone who normally comes on. I want to make sure everybody sees that. Randle is not playing today. He is in street clothes. He's wearing his suit made by Anthony Davis, street clothes. We're probably going to see Ragu. I don't think, again, we're not going to see heavy minutes from our starters. I want to see is what the bench looks like. I definitely want to see the bench. I want to get everyone in there. DiVincenzo is in the lineup. I saw some great suffocating defense on that Charlotte game 1, from both wings. OG Anunoby, his re-signing has gone under the radar. Very quiet, very good, solid player. Mikal Bridges. I mean, right now we got 2 studs that could stop the Boston Celtics on the wing. My goodness, in Bridges and Anunoby. Just think of if just let Brunson cook with Cat or Karl-Anthony Towns for the scoring. We got guys who could play the defense, handle the basketball. This team, you gotta like this team. You gotta be excited. And one thing I'm about to say that I know we haven't done nothing yet. But it's about damn time we become one of these top darling teams in the NBA. Here we go. Tip off here, won by the Knicks as Hart. And we're on the way. Preseason game on here on the Sports Jedi Network. Brunson now. Mikal Bridges, Karl-Anthony Towns. My God, it sounds like an NBA All-Star team. Here's Brunson back over to Anunoby. Anunoby stops. Anunoby kicks it out to Karl Anthony Towns. Anthony looking. Count Anthony for three. Off the mark. Rebound here by the Timberwolves. And that's a turnover as he was trying to push it up to Gobert. They turned the basketball over. Knicks ball. All right. Jalen Brunson bringing the basketball up here. Bounce pass here to Bridges. Bridges on the wing. Now gives it a Hart. Back over to Brunson. Brunson working. Brunson keeping the dribble alive, working on Gobert on the wing. Now he'll back it up behind the three-point line. He looks, crossover, keeps it going, driving to the paint, stops, jumper, and pull up, no good. Karl Anthony Towns had position, and he was fouled. So look at Karl Anthony Towns working hard, going and getting that offensive rebound. Vernon B. Haglin, what's going on, Vernon? Good to see you. Missed you, brother. Hope you're doing well. As Anunoby would inbound the ball to Hart. Hart gives it out to Brunson. Brunson with the curl. Brunson snake dribbling. Brunson pulling back out here. He's got Gobert on him. Kicks it out here. Bridges now. Kicks it back to Brunson. Brunson's going to take a three. That's off the mark. Rebound by Reed. Reed will give it to Anthony. Now they will bring the basketball up. The Timberwolves will. Knicks was set into some defense here. Working on top of the key. Bounce pass to DiVincenzo for three. And that's good. That should be on the Knicks, those threes, but it is what it is. DiVincenzo hits the three ball. And Minnesota up. That's where we're going to miss. Now, Karl Anthony Towns holding to Brunson. Brunson top of the key now. Brunson working. Brunson driving, and there is a loose ball foul. So a second foul on Daniels. All right, they're inbound to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns now top of the key. I'll give it here. Drive them Bridges. Anunoby for three. Oh, gee, Anunoby from downtown. Give an assist there to Bridges. Nice that. Here is DiVincenzo. Alley-oop. Nope. Off the mark to Gobert. No, Knicks will have it. So you try to get the lob there. Those are the type of things, though, they got to get acclimated in Minnesota with the acquisition of DiVincenzo working with Gobert there with the alley-oop. Now here is Brunson now. Brunson driving underneath. Now he has Gobert on him. Brunson keeps it, give it a Hart, top of the key, back to Brunson. He's got Gobert one on there. Someone has a mismatch here. Now here's Anunoby now. Anunoby stops. Elbow jumper. Oh, it's good. Oh, gee, Anunoby. Using the force. Gets a bucket. He's got the first 5 points for the Knicks. Here's Edwards. Edwards to Gobert. Euro. And steps in. No good non-call there. Let them play. It's preseason. And Anunoby was looking for a whistle. It's a good non-call, kid. Here we go. Brunson backing in. Brunson working on McDaniels, who has 2 fouls. McDaniels. Now Brunson stops. Bumper got him in the air. So a third foul. So good job there as Brunson using good footwork. All right, Brunson to the line for some free throws. Let's go. JB. He hits the first free throw. Get some changes here. He goes 1 for 2 to the line. Here we go. Knicks. So what do you guys, let me ask you guys, man. What do you guys expectations on this team? Seriously. All honest opinion, guys. Vernon, what do you think? Here's a 3 off the mark. Rebound by Anunoby now. And here's Bridges. Anthony Towns now. Towns stop. Gives it right back here to Brunson. They'll reset. Brunson now. Brunson with the floater. No good off the mark. Rebound by Reed. DiVincenzo, wide open transition three, and that's good. Dante DiVincenzo, the big ragu. I hate to see that. Those three should be heading from the Knicks side, but it is what it is. Sometimes you got to give something to get something. Now here's Anunoby for three, and that's off the mark. Rebound DiVincenzo. Devo now running the fast break. Euro kicks it back out to Reed. Reed stopped for three, and no good. Rebound by Karl-Anthony Towns. Knicks playing a little loose. Anthony Towns in transition. Steps in for three. And that's in and out. He misses. That's another threat. We got a stretch five, guys. We have a stretch five on this team. Here we go. Edwards got fouled, puts up the shot, and he will go to the line for two. You think, okay, so you more like Precious Achua over Hart. That's the thing. That's the one caveat of losing DiVincenzo, because Hart would have been great off the bench, but we'll see. And then he hits the first one. But we see how durable Hart is. So if you got a Hart and Karl-Anthony Towns, there's rebounding monsters out there. And it misses, and good box out on Anunoby, and Anunoby's a good rebounder for as well. Here is Brunson now bringing the basketball on the left side of the court. Now Brunson kicks it out, and Anunoby steps in for three, and that's good. 3-pointer. OG Anunoby. Give Brunson an assist on that one. Here's Ragu now, shaking and baking. Kicks it out here to Reed. Reed thought about it. Now he stepped on the baseline. Turnover, Knicks ball. OG Anunoby got the touch. Yes, absolutely. He does got the touch, Big Tat. Absolutely. I expect the Knicks to be the second seed in the East of the Eastern Conference. Okay, so pretty much where they were last season. Here's Bridges. Bridges to Hart. Hart now. Hart stops. Hart kicks it back out at Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns now, jab stepping. He's going to take the three over Gobert, and that comes up short. Rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards will bring the basketball up. Edwards now shaking. Step back for three after the crossover, and he nails that from downtown. He makes it look easy. Hope OG stays healthy. Yeah, Steve, that's true. But they have depth there if OG needs to miss some games on the wing position. So they prepared themselves. OG now steps back, looks Euro. Oh, what a nice move. He caught Gobert in the air and adjusted. OG Anunoby has a nice touch here early in the game, showing us some offense with 10 points, double figures. Here's Edwards. Edwards now for three, and there is no basket. There's going to be a foul on the floor. It's on Bridges fighting over that screen a little too zealous. We have a timeout on the floor. Injuries withstanding, we should run the East. We had Indiana with injuries. Yes, Desmond, I agree with you. Here's a statement. My prediction. And I'm looking at here. I think the Knicks are going to be the one seed in the East. I think we're going to have a real fun basketball season. Again, I don't want them to go play above their heads. If the Knicks could give me every 10 game, I like to look at the season, and sometimes the math doesn't add up, or sometimes it's impossible to say. I kind of want to see in every 10 games increment 7-3. I want to in the first 10 games of the season, can we start the season 7-3? If the Knicks could play that throughout the regular season, every 10 game increment 7-3, I'll sign up for that right now. Give me 7-3, 7-3. It's okay to lose a couple games here and there. No one's going undefeated. Heck, there might be a stretch when you go 6-4, but then that means you go 8-2. I just need them to balance that out. If you give me a 7-3 out of every 10 games, it's going to be a nice, fun season. It's going to be a really fun season. Definitely for this team. You're looking at 52, 54 wins. If you do the math, give or take a game where you should have won or should have lost, I think that's going to happen in the season. I think they're going to be a top team in the East. They have the center now. As long as and they're getting Mitchell Robinson back healthy in the middle of the season in January. where certain teams will be a little bruised or things might not go right. Jack City is in the building. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Great to see you. Missed you so much, guys. Nick fan has entered the chat. Absolutely, indeed. Buenas tardes. Salute. Let's go. Jack City, what do you feel on your team? I'm thinking this team is going to win close to 56 games. I don't know if they'll get the franchise record. It could be. Listen, I never put limit. You know me. I don't like putting limitations on my team. This team is going to be solid. This team is going to be good. Feel good to say that again. Absolutely, it feels even great. Let's say it one more time. Let's say that one more time. A Nick fan has entered the chat. Indeed. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. This team is going to be good. This team is going to be really good. They've got good coaching. You've seen that this front office is smart. They're not going to make doofy or dumb moves over knee jerk reaction. This team, barring the owner, they haven't changed the owner though. But the owner's learned his lesson. He learns not to meddle. He learned to trust the process because that garden is full. The fan base is buying a lot of jerseys. They're going to get a new influx of Knicks fans. If they weren't Knicks fans with Karl Anthony Towns, when I'm talking about fans that don't normally watch basketball like that in the Dominican popularity in New York City, they watch, but now they're gonna want to go maybe to the games more to see their hero, their countryman, Karl Anthony Towns. There's so many good things there. I feel really good vibes here for the Knicks as they come back here, as they give Randall a tribute, and there's a foul counted at one as wow, DiVincenzo going to the basket, although we've seen that here for the last season. We know what DiVincenzo. I think that's what hurts a lot of Knicks fans, guys. It's the loss or losing DiVincenzo in that trade. That's the one caveat that didn't sit well with me, but you have to give up something salary cap wise, whatever the case was, even talent. We know we had to give something, and he's jarring to the Knicks team. Going to the bench, he's got a chip on his shoulder. He felt like hey, we wanted to keep you. It's just the NBA rules and stuff. We wanted to keep Hartenstein, and here's the three, and that's off the mark. Rebound by DiVincenzo again. Yeah, he's upset, and you know what? Get it out of your system now, and so you don't carry it over to the regular season against us. Here's the Edwards for three, sidestep, kicks it out. Here's the 3-pointer from the corner, misses. Rebound by OG Anunoby. Now Bridges. Now here is Anthony Towns. Here's Brunson. Brunson got hit, and he will go to the line for free throws. Like when Jeremy Lin played well for the Knicks, so many Asian people started. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's a good marketing ploy, though. Just think about you're selling a Karl Anthony Towns jerseys, and then you put a Dominican patch. Just that one patch, instead of paying $129 for a Knicks, you could charge another $20 for just putting that $159. Just think about the money and the revenue you make just with that patch there. It's just yes. Josh Hart. Josh Hart is our shooting guard here with Miles McBride off the bench as Brunson in and out. You also got Larry Shamet and Cam Payne on this team as well. They haven't come in yet. Of course, it's still early. I mean, I'm upset too. We should have had. I've been angry since the Warriors drafted one pick from. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, so many of those things that if just one pick away, either or one pick after, just think of the core. But right now, the course has changed. We always told you who is that player that wanted to come. I've told you that now. This is our third year, actually third or fourth year, and look at the 3-pointer, and picked up here now. The Rick's coming fast break. Here's Hart. Hart now. Karl Anthony Towns top of the key now, guarded by Reed tightly now. Bounce, backdoor pass, and off the mark there with Bridges. Those are what preseason is there. They're running the first break, and nice run there with Reed. Yes. And here's Bridges wide open for three. Oh, that's no good. Rebound Anunoby. Anunoby on the glass. And back there to Bridges. Bridges from the curl, and it's good. Good, unselfish play there between OG Anunoby and Bridges. Yes, Kolak is good. Kolak is going to be a really good player for this team. It's going to be a Miles McBride type. And here's a 3 ball. No good. Devo misses and deep rebound and picked up by Gobert as they clock nears. And the Knicks swarming D. Here we go. Here comes the Knicks on offense in transition. Kicks out to Anunoby for three. No good, but I love the passing and the shariness between Anunoby and Bridges. They're going to play a big part in this team's success, those two wings. Here's Edwards for three. No good. Rebound here by Anthony Towns. We'll give it over to Brunson. Brunson working. Brunson Euro, and he got stepped in, and Reed got caught for a reach-in. Yeah, so that Kolak kid is going to be really good. I was impressed with his summer league. I kept a little bit of eye. I was really busy with the basket, with the wrestling shows. Did to keep it, but I did keep an eye on Kolak. I think he's going to be really good, but we got to give him some. He's not going. Got to give him some time to mature and get going. But that kid's showing some. He has a moxie. And remember, I told you guys, if you see me now, that I was saying that I've been doing a watch along for 3 years, going on my fourth. When is their player going to come that wants to take embrace New York City? Randall did it, but although Randall did it out of constellation, because remember it was supposed to be Kevin Durant and they pivot, but he did his job. At the end of the day, he still gave us results that you can't take that away from him. But that mega superstar that said I want in New York, Karl Anthony Towns got traded, but he didn't pave the way. Brunson was the guy that said I want to go to New York. And Brunson, no one thought he was going to turn into this mega superstar. Bridges now shoots the three ball off the mark and right on the hands on rebound and kicks it out of Bridges. And that's air ball. Edwards will bring the ball up. 16-17, Knicks trail by one. Euro step, kicks back out to the corner. Here's a duel for the three, and that's no good. Rebound and good box out there. They're fighting for the loose ball. And who comes up? Right to the hands of the Timberwolves as they reset. Edwards now steps back, kicks back out. Edwards again goes baseline, stops again. Good closeout. And Karl Anthony Towns stole it, but went out of bounds. And of course, Brunson came here. Karl Anthony Towns was you already got a great plate. You already had he completed the surf and turf. You already had the lobster, and now he's just a big porterhouse steak that you bring along with the surf and turf for the Knicks here. And of course, the Knicks got a great sides. You might have gave up your lobster mac and cheese and ragu, but you still have some hearty mashed potatoes. You got some vegetables in the team. So if I'm looking at the Knicks as a plate, as a dish, yeah, you're talking about some fine dining, some really good surf and turf with some good sides. That's what the Knicks look like. And maybe I'm going too much about food because I'm a little hungry. As we have a timeout on the floor. Oh boy, if you're a Cowboy fan, boy, that not a good Sunday for you, man. Yeah, you know what? Yes, and I'm going to be doing the Monday Night Football game tomorrow night, Steven. But yes, we could talk about that. We have time. We have a time here. And by the way, happy Rosh Hashanah, Steven. Happy Rosh Hashanah to all our friends of the Jewish faith. Absolutely, we celebrated that a couple days ago, and it's still going with the Passover. So salute to you guys. Yes, indeed. Had your apple with honey, absolutely. You know it. Rob Saleh not being the Jet head coach, and a move that needed to be done. And I love the fact that they demoted Hackett. They kept him in the building. Hackett is now replaced as a play caller. Now you got to show us something on Monday night against these Buffalo Bills. What's getting me worried and irate right now was Hassan Reddick. It's just annoying me right now. Oh, let me see right here. All right. We could have had Bridges at the draft. Right now, there's some spice missing, Kev. What spice we're missing? What spice we're missing, Burden? Let me know. Yes. Blessed Sabbath to all. Yes, indeed. 34-6, the Lions all over the Dallas Cowboys. Hopefully I thought about doing a doubleheader tonight, doing the basketball and then going right into the Giant football, but I said no, I got to get up early in the morning tomorrow, and we're gonna have plenty of basketball games here. So I was gonna do a doubleheader with the Giants, but then I got the Jets tomorrow, so I said no. Especially that Chef is working and his schedules change a little bit. It's a little bit tough. That's why I kind of need some partners, man, that were willing to join on the channel. That'll be committed. Got a couple guys that want to join, but then they disappear, and it's tough. I mean, I had to put the Yankees. I had to put the Yankees aside. The lack of support. Guys would disappear on me, and it was just then it's so many different things behind the scenes, and it's just the only thing that's been consistent and growing is the wrestling show. And that one, I'm like contemplating wrestling and basketball because wrestling has been growing big time. I mean, the numbers and the views and the likes are astronomically high. It's just, but me, I love this team right here, this orange and blue attack. All right, here we go. We're coming back from this timeout. We got DiVincenzo, the inbounder. Nice pass here. Here's a quick lineup three ball immediately. Misses, no good. Rebound by the Knicks. Anthony Towns will give it here to Jalen Brunson. Brunson now stop his dribble, looking for some help, and that ball was stolen. That was a little bit of nonchalant pass by Brunson. Turns the ball over, leads into a fast break dunk. Knicks trail by 3, 19-16. All right, Brunson again. Brunson driving. Brunson, Euro step. Brunson attacking. It's good. Jalen Brunson. Oh, I love that front step attacking to the basket. Here's Edwards. Edwards Euro stepping. He puts up the layup, and that's no good. Good box out there by Hart over Gobert. Hart now with a bounce pass to Anunoby. Anunoby running the fast break. Euro. Lanny got fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Yeah, you know what? Those are good habits, Big Task. That's it. They went to war last year. They made some bonus money in the postseason. Why not pick up your friend? You know, I'm pretty sure he got an extra truck out of that bonus money from the postseason. By the way, did you guys notice? Did you guys see over the summer, Jalen Brunson? They're going to revisit this sometime in maybe next in August. I think Jalen Brunson is going to have a match with Halliburton for the WWE. I know Chef Dan bought the shirt, or Brunson 316. When they were at Madison Square Garden. Also, in Halliburton was in Orlando, making fun out of and I usually go to those NXT shows. I would have booed the crap out of him. Yeah, he's gonna have a match. He's gonna have a match with Halliburton. Possibly, they're teasing it for SummerSlam next year in August. Is going to be in New York. And Anunoby with a pickpocket, and he dunks it. Oh, he just pickpocketed him with the transition dunk. OG Anunoby using the force, swiping the hands. Oh, I can't wait when this start counting in the regular season. Here we go. Oh, nice one. Good defense there by Karl-Anthony Towns. Here comes the Knicks now. Here is Hart. Hart now to Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns now driving, going strong, and he gets the dunk as the Cats meow. Free line quickness, like Clyde will say, as Karl-Anthony Towns go to the basket. Knicks on an 8-0 run. McBride in the game. Here's Ingles. Now 3 for Ingles. No good. Rebound by Hart. Hart throws a long pass on a football Sunday to Karl-Anthony Towns. Kicks it back out. The Knicks turn the ball over. No, right? That's backcourt violation. Okay, I wanted to ask you about that WWE standoff with Halliburton and Brunson. Yeah, go for it. The WWE already marketed a lot of shirts for Jalen Brunson. Brunson 3. Chef Dan has it. He bought the shirt immediately. They present, and if you saw Brunson walking around with the WWE NBA Knicks title, it looks beautiful, by the way. Now here's a drive, kicks back out to Reed. Reed in the paint, puts up the floater, no good, and Hart comes up with it. He's going to lead the guys up on the court on offense. Here is Karl-Anthony Towns, top of the key, and there is a foul. Yeah, so they've been, and then Halliburton, Brunson got in there. Brunson picked up a chair. It was wild. It was on the Madison Square Garden on Friday Night SmackDown. It was wild. It was great, And Brunson, I love it. The WWE is, and we know it's going to be in New York. And Halliburton is a big WWE fan. He loves WWE, and he's definitely going to be. They're going to have a match, maybe not a one-on-one, but they'll probably team up with some wrestlers and have a tag team match as Karl Anthony Towns hits the first one. Agent Super Argo, what's up? I need Brunson to stop ball hogging, get Kite involved. Oh, it's early. Come on, come on. This is them trying to sharpen iron here. Relax. It's just the first one. We'll wait for game 10 of the NBA season to start calling on that. Yeah. Cat is rolling. Brunson is sitting. Let's go. Here's a drive in the paint. Kicks back out. And is it going to reset this? Now they run the ball around. Ingles. Now a shot for three. And that's in the corner. But a silly foul by Karl Anthony Towns. Here we go. Love seeing you guys. Miss seeing you guys. Definitely. You guys definitely. Again, we don't know yet if I got to hear feedback if we're going to go to the playback so we can watch the game while instead of the scoreboard, but it's not going to be on the YouTube. I don't know if I could be able to stream to both two platforms at the same time. It might be able to do it, but the playback will be so much more. I haven't done a game yet. I should have done one. I should have done one of the preseason games in the playback, of course, with the hurricane here near my home. Thank God nothing happened, but I got to try to see how that works, how that looks, because I have the capability of doing that where we can see the game. So it's up to the, if you guys like this, if we're gonna keep here, I don't mind staying here and doing this. But I do have a playback channel. And he goes two of three from the line. Knicks up by 5, 26-21. McBride, Precious Achua in the game. Shamit, Payne, second unit on the floor, set for Bridges. Here's Achua. Now, good job here. Payne for 3. Payne just misses. All right, Alexander Walker with the basketball now to Reed. Knicks up by 5. Walker driving. Walker going back up high. Layup. Good job. Good contestant there by Precious Achua, but rebound by the Timberwolves. Now look at the Knicks swarming D here, but they have to secure the rebound there. Just a bad bounce here, but it's preseason. Now driving. Kicks out of Reed. Reed catch and shoot long 3. No good. Fight for the rebound there. And that's it. That's the end of the first quarter. Knicks up 26-21. So the first quarter here, the starting unit, you can see what is it going to be about. This team is going to have some good wing defenders. You're going to have a lot of pick and roll, 2-man game between Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. We saw that there. You see some great chemistry develop. It's early though. Some great chemistry between the wings, between OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. You can see that there. That's a nice caveat there. So you see some good things here. Stay here then. All right. That to me sounds cool. I mean, let's go for it. We got a change of the period here. Knicks up 26-21. Looking at some. I got in my city. I only got Detroit and Dallas game. Usually I switch. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. There you go. Now I'm gonna ask Steven, if you're still in the chat, did you get the notification Because Steven has been telling me that whenever we do a stream, he doesn't get the notification. I've been emailing him, and I did a lot to a lot of you gentlemen yesterday on some of the comments, some of the old comments. I just put like a reminder, like replied back to the comments that we had a game tonight. So I don't know if that worked as well, but the notification bell seems. Some people tell me it doesn't work on their channel. Some people say it does. Sometimes they'll give you the notification, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I make these streams a week ahead. I like to, whatever free time I have from my 9 to 5 from my everyday job to make up the different thumbnails. Remember, this is not just a basketball show that we have on this channel. We have a lot of, especially with the wrestling, and the wrestling has got a lot of partners. We got a lot of people joining finally the team. I've got a really good, nice group. I got Miss Gemma, so we got some females joining us on the wrestling. We got Miss Gemma, we got Miss Canary. Of course, we got our boy Terrence, who's part of the channel. Of course, Chef Dan. And that's growing. I just will love that. I will love that for the basketball as well. Definitely. I like a 3-man, 2-man through the 3-man booth to do when we're doing the games. That's something that definitely, or in case in instance, if I'm not around, I could always, I get them when I press the alarm button. There you go. I like to get that going, or in case if I have to do a Friday night SmackDown, I could, leave Chef Dan and someone to do a basketball, or vice versa. So there's going to be a lot of Monday nights and Friday night games, which is kind of like the wrestling on fire. So and they're growing with the views. So I'm definitely in a little conundrum, and that's why I definitely feel like, but it is what it is. Like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix. The good thing is that this team, that is everyone didn't get yet. Hart, Kolak, Payne, Shamit, and wait until everyone gets warmed up. And that's what the preseason is for. And I like that they made this trade before preseason, right on media day, because it got Anthony Towns in here to know his role, to know his setup, and also the other guys in their substitution pattern, where their assignments are. So that was a smart move on Leon Rose and company for making the deal. If let's say the deal would happen now, third game and only 2 games left, it would have been a bit of an issue because now you're learning each other mistakes and yada yada. I'm glad that they made the trade right before training camp started. Yep. Yeah, yeah. I've heard that a lot, and I don't know if it's a YouTube thing, but I heard that a lot from different people. It's like, I didn't know you were doing this. And I go, yeah, yeah. I'm hearing that a lot. I'm hearing that not from yourself, but also other content creators that we work. Here's a 3 from McBride, and that's off the mark. Got Jericho Sims, the walls of Jericho in there, and there is a foul there. Bridges fighting over another screen. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, now they're inbound the Gobert. This is a good matchup for. I want to see Sims go 1-on-1 here with Gobert. Jericho Sims knocking it down. Good job playing some defense with his hands. Now here we go, and there's a good cut. Mid-range jumper hit for Minnesota. 26-23. McBride now. McBride, the first guard off the bench for the Knicks here. He's going to be important first. He's got to show something because easily they could go to Payne, who has more experience, or even Shamit. It's McBride's job to lose. McBride's job to lose. And to be honest with you, yes, scoring is going to be needed, but I just don't need him to go out there and make mistakes and make turnovers. If he's aggressive still, getting the offense flowing and not getting his, I'm okay with that too, as long as he doesn't turn the basketball over and he's not a detriment on defense. I think he's still going to be the first guard coming off the bench for Tom Thibodeau. Oh, here's a nice slicing and dicing, and Payne gets called for a foul. Ariel is a Tibbs favorite already. Jericho Sims too. Jericho Sims could be playing that deep bench. Absolutely. If he doesn't perform, it doesn't financially it doesn't hurt them if they want to sit him there and for insurance doesn't one bit. And that was a nice floater in the paint there from Minnesota. Here's Payne. Payne over. And here's his catch and shoot. Shamit. And that's off the mark. Minnesota could take the lead here. Snake dribbling now. Stops. Kicks out to three. Ingles for three. And that was an air ball. And that was a push as Achua goes down. Payne keeps playing from behind. That's 2 fouls already. He's reaching in. Yeah, he's got to not let his. He's got to get his. He's got to get in front of his defender, not behind him. Correct. Wow, Cowboys is McCarthy might get fired tonight. 37-9. They're getting destroyed by Minnesota, by Detroit. Here's Payne now. Payne kicks it here to Tua, who had the ball, and he's fumbling and falling. He's trying to get the ball, gives it again, and then we got a whistle there. Achua was discombobulated. Boy, what a $6 million, great $6 million pickup. Bringing back Precious Achua. I wanted Precious back on this team. I just didn't know they were going to fit him, how they were going to fit him in the fold with the salary cap and all that. With Ihart, if they were going to sign Ihart, they were going to lose Achua. But once you lost Ihart, I said you got to bring Precious Achua. He could play the 5 and the 4. I mean, he might be undersized 5, but he could still go if you want to go quick. And here's Payne. Payne now. Payne with the shot, awkward shot. He misses. Jericho Sims had it in his hands, lost the rebound. But you know what? They got a lot of depth where they could play some players in multiple positions for this team. And you gotta like that though, because they're preparing themselves in case there's an injury, and they're not gonna get caught without, with pretty much with their pants on around their ankles. They good block there by Jericho Sims. Good defense. That's what we wanted to see. And here's McBride out here to Achua. Achua had it slapped out of his hands, but he lost it. And there's a turnover. Achua, that's the type of high energy he plays. He's got to relax. Yes, well, they released the Kraken. I hope he shows something. Yeah, Vernon, he's going to make you smile this year. I think Jericho Sims is going to have a really solid, good season. Not a bad one. Nothing to write home about. I think he's going to be good. He's not going to be great. He's going to be good. And Sims, I think he's going to be a serviceable center. A really good serviceable backup center. Here's a 3. Damn it. No good. Misses. And there's a cut pass and good defense. They're going to be a jump ball. Second unit is a little sloppy. You could say that. They're not as sharp as they looked against Charlotte the other night and against Washington. That second unit was really sharp, was really good. Tonight they're a little, you could say a little discombobulated. Maybe they're trying something different on defense with their defense assignment, and maybe this is just a different look what they get in Minnesota. I kind of want to see them here. I believe in the Kraken. Yeah, I think Jericho Sims. Yeah, because here's one thing: Coach Thibodeau and company and his coaching staff done. They always get the best out of their centers. Case in point, and what we said it before. Here's McBride. You could see what they got out of Nolan's Noel, what they got out of Hart, what they got here of Mitchell Robinson. And now Jericho Sims. We see what they could get out of their centers. And Coach Thibodeau and his coaching staff philosophy, the way they want you to technique-wise, to paint and all that, they get their best out of their centers. They're like centers whisperers. I don't see why Jericho Sims cannot flourish as a serviceable NBA backup center. McBride to the line for 2. And there's going to be games where we're going to oh, damn, Jericho Sims played really good. And there's some games where you're like, ooh. But at the end of the day, when you look at his season and his numbers, I think he's going to what, he's a backup center in this league. And he hits the free throw here. Knicks up by 3, 28-25. Of course, my scoreboard is always a couple of seconds or a minute ahead of me. Here's Edwards. Edwards fighting. kicks it back out. Ingles. Now DiVincenzo fakes the three, drives baseline now, floater, and he gives it and he feeds to Gobert. So that worked out fine. Last time they tried that earlier in the game, they weren't in sync. This time they connect here on the alley oop. Here's Payne. Payne now. Payne puts up the floater. Can Payne bringing the Payne down? And he gets the floater 30-27. I got to get all those isms in. Here's a step back driving baseline now. He got bumped, but no call there. Good non-call by the officials here. Knicks come up with the turnover. Knicks now brings it. Here's McBride back to the basket as Ingles reaching in. Now McBride now kicks back out of Payne. Payne takes a three. And that's good. Three-pointer. Cam bringing down the Payne with the three ball. Boy, he's going to be joy and pain and sunshine. Let's go. Here's DiVincenzo. Angles for three, and that's good. Joe Angles. McBride, you might be right with that. His scoring might be on the offensive glass. Oh, here's Achua now cutting. Achua now. That's something that the Knicks bought last year a lot. A lot of cutting to the basket, easy buckets. Here's Payne now. Kicks it out. Shamet step in for three. Shamet! He missed it. Let's go. Here comes the Timberwolves. Major Payne. There you go. Oh, pickpocket there by Shamet. And Shamet gets it. There's a pickpocket on 7th Avenue. And leads to the transition layup. Here we go. Here's giving go to Gobert. Gobert kicks it back out. DiVincenzo fakes the three. Devo now driving with the base right. No, Gobert was there to clean it up, and there's a foul. Oh, Larry. Shamet. Got Shamet. There you go. I like that one, Vernon. I like that one. 35-30. We got a timeout here on the game, timeout on the floor, and you're starting to get acclimated into our NBA watch along. This is great. It should be a real fun season. This is going to be great. This is going to be a total bueno. We just got to continue to grow. You know, I already know who supports, who don't. So we just got to get that new fresh blood, the new supporters in. Got Shamet. I like that one. Vernon got it. Got it going on. That was a good one. Yes, yes, Agent. I was mentioning earlier. Got a lot of palm trees knocked down. A lot of palm trees, no trees, thank God. A lot of palm tree branches. Pick those up. Clean around the house. Pressure wash the driveway, cleaned up, got all the trash out. Luckily, like we were saying earlier, we normally are in an area that lose power, even on a tropical storm, even on a thunderstorm, the lines go. And this time we were so blessed and so lucky that we didn't get any power damages, no structural damage, just a lot of trees branches. But we are flooded, not here, not in the house, but a couple streets, you go a couple down the road here and down there, there's some flooding, there's a lot of water damage there. Now, Tampa's hit bad, but whenever I live by the Orlando airport, so if anything, you ever hear anything happen in another natural hurricane that says Orlando airport, then I'm going to be affected majorly, because I'm like 10 minutes, even 8 from the airport. Give and take the one exit away from the highway, but the highways here, everyone could go 70. So it's like you literally are like 10 minutes away from my front door to the Orlando airport if you have to drop someone off. Where even with the lights and the highway, the expressway, it's really close. So no, thank you. I appreciate you asking. Definitely. Appreciate it. Again, I was saying we were good. We should have done. I wanted to do game one last Sunday, when they were doing the first game of the season, the first preseason game. But I had to prepare. That came out that to us that came out last second. Yeah, you're getting a hurricane is coming right through Orlando. I was like, what? And I thought it was a joke. And then I saw it on X, and I go, let me look. And then I started looking at meteorologists, and they were like, it's coming this way. I'm like, oh damn, we got to start preparing the yard or get whatever could be debris and all that good stuff. And we didn't do that. Then the second game, I believe we had a stream for NXT going. And it's like, well, it's the second game in the preseason. And then I said, I have to do this one today. Because we were going to do Giants and Bengals, but I said, no, let me do the preseason game because this one will finish early. I'll enjoy watching. I was going to do double feature. I said, no, I'll enjoy the football game. And if it's a little halftime, if I'm, since I got to get up really early, I'll just watch the first half of the football game. And Robert hits the free throw, 35-32. All right, Payne now. Payne backdoor hit on Anunoby. Anunoby going strong. I love that combination there. Oh, Anunoby just did not finish it, but that backdoor and that cutting and moving the basketball, that's great. In the regular season, that's going to be a phenomenal acquisition or arsenal in their offense, although they gave up that transition three. We're all even at 35. But still, you got to like what you saw there. And Brunson turns the ball over. A little pressure there. Here comes Minnesota. Edwards, they could give the lead, and they do. And Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout. So far, I heard the nickname for Tyler Kolak, the creator, Coco Kolak, Ice Kolak, get ready, etc. Get ready. I got to come up with that with Tyler. He's going to give you a Kolak moment with a three ball. There you go. Like, remember the old Kodak film? Don't forget, guys, if you definitely to keep in touch on all that stuff outside of when we're not if the notification bell is not working, you always follow us on X. Follow us on X. On Twitter X at JEDI76. Definitely follow that. The Twitter X family is growing. We're almost 10,000 followers and plus for the channel there on X. Definitely. And also, I always put a video or a promo, a follow train. That's what it's called. We do a follow train for the wrestling and do a follow train for the NBA games. Letting you know when we're going to do a game. I'm going to put a feature song. There we could play commercialized music, unlike YouTube that does not allow you to put commercialized music without getting a copyright infringement. But we're allowed to put a commercialized song behind the videos or the follow train. So that's great because if you follow us on X, you can retweet it, like it, and it grows and let people who in the algorithm that likes the Knicks know what we're doing here and grow. That's one thing. That's big stuff. Big thing that I would love for you guys. Obviously, follow us on X to retweet, re-share, re-follow on also on any of the platforms that you might have. You might not have X. You might have Facebook. You might have Instagram. We're on Instagram Live now. Something we didn't do last season for a while. Salute to everyone on our Instagram Live. What's going on? Instagram Live. Who's watching us live? If you have Instagram, you will see us there calling this game as we say, "What's up?" Kolak for buckets and assists. Colactor, the collector for. Oh my God! Call him Rochester if you know Jack Benny from the Rock. What movie is that, Steven? Why did they make these sports drinks so hard to open? Right, they're coming back from a timeout. They're coming from a commercial break here. Minnesota is taking their first lead of the game, 38-35. Tom Thibodeau just called a timeout. Again, something that we always want to see, especially in the preseason and the regular season, how they're going to execute their offense coming off of a timeout when the team is taking the lead. The timeout execution from the coaches is a big part of the game. Steven is the one to know about that one. Here we go. Brunson. Brunson's going to take a three ball that comes up short. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns. And he thought he was fouled. And here's a three ball, and Edwards transition there hits a three himself. He gives him the lead and gives him and extends the lead now 41-35. Jack Benny was a famous old time comedian. His butler was Rochester. Kodak was made in Rochester. Okay, all right, good. Something I learned today. You saw about the Kodak film. Here's a crossover. Edwards back over. Reed. Now Reed finally gets one in after missing four. So he finally connects. Now all of a sudden Minnesota increased their lead. Bridges now with the ball. Give it to Brunson. Brunson now off the curl. Brunson working top of the key. Brunson working Euro step. Brunson drives to the basket and he can't get the layup in. He got contact but no call. They're gonna let him play a little here in the preseason. Here's Minnesota now. Here's another Edwards three, and Edwards is on fire. That's his third three in a row here. Quick 9 points. And right, just like that, Minnesota's up by 10, 47-37. He's hitting open threes, and now the Knicks have to regroup a little here. And there is a foul fighting over a screen. That foul. Benny Hill Classics. Benny Hill Classic. Benny. Yeah, that was a funny. That was hilarious. That UPN. It was UPN 9 or Channel 9. If you were in New York, they used to give that 10 o'clock. Bridges misses the free throw. 40-9. The Lions on the, and there's still a whole quarter left. 40-9 over the Cowboys. Here we go. Alex, what's going on, Alex? Hello. Let's go Mets. Give me an update on that game one. And there's a miss for three. I think the Mets win it in 6. Mets in 6 over the Dodgers. Towns, Euro. Gives it to Bridges. Extra pass, Anunoby, and that's no good. Knicks are missing open shots here that were going in earlier. But the ball movement, it's one thing encouraging. They got some nice ball movement. A floater is good. So right now, Minnesota is unconscious, hitting everything from every angle. But the Knicks are moving the basketball. They're just not hitting open shots here. Now Brunson. Now they need to change a little bit here. And Brunson getting harassed here, but he keeps his dribble alive. Brunson slicing and he got tripped. He'll go down to the floor. There's a foul. Showing my age, Benny acted as a cheapskate. Famous line: when you hold up a man, say you're saying your money or your life. Benny paused. Robert says, well, Benny says, I'm thinking. Oh my God. That was hilarious, though. That Brit was hilarious, man. He was funny. Brunson is free throw. Knicks down by 9. Ooh, an interception here by goodness. And he might take it back to the house. He's gonna almost took it down there. Little and Anthony Towns comes up with the rebound. Now he gives it to Bridges. Bridges, good transition. Quick basket. That's something we need to see too from this team. We got to see this team score with easy buckets in transition. Got to get some easy ones too. Make the offense, your team, have to play all 48, the whole length of the court. 49-42. Chance of defense serenades Madison Square Garden, and there is a contact but misses. Yeah, you need quick points, and also keeps the team on their toes. If you have your opposing team hunker down on defense or set themselves on defense, it makes it a little difficult to score. If you could score in transition, quick buckets, it also helps a lot. It alleviates a lot, and sometimes the defense got to make a business decision, overcommit, and it makes your offense flow even quicker. Or sometimes the teams rushes their shots when you're playing defense because you're going to get back on transition. So once they hit the shot, they might not set perfectly, or they may not, get the lift on their shots because they're worried about if they miss getting back in transition. All those things is a big caveat in the game that the Knicks show early in the preseason that they're running and they're moving. They're young enough. Randall's not on this team where we were blaming Randall not being slow and not really running the transition game. There's going to be no excuses now for this team to be for fast break and if they want to play quick and loose. 51-42. There's a reach-in foul. Minnesota now committing some goofy fouls as Walker reach in. Boy, Cowboys 46-9. They're getting destroyed. Oof. Giants, big game for our Giants tonight. They gotta beat Cincinnati. They're right there in the division. Especially Washington losing. Brunson hits the free throw. I agree that the agent that Brunson. We next possessions to me. Yeah, destroy the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't like the Cowboys. 51-43. What a weekend if you're a New York fan. If you're a New York fan, sports fan, my goodness. Yeah, Friday was a little bit of a break. Now you got the baseball, American League Championship, National League Championship Series. You got basketball. The Rangers played yesterday. Got the football teams on prime time. I mean, my goodness, New York. And, oh, wow. Good offensive rebound. He had a couple players there and good tipping. He just had good positioning. Jets Bill tomorrow night, Alex. Mañana. Tomorrow night we'll be here doing the Jets and Bills. This is the Bengals and Giants tonight. Towns for 3-pointer. Carl Anthony Towns. Here's Devo. Kick it back out to Walker. Walker now steps back over to DiVincenzo for 3. And that's off the mark. Rebound by Bridges. The Knicks want to run. Bridges pushing. Bridges kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby wide open for 3. It's good. 3-pointer. OG Anunoby. Of course, I told you those two guys got good chemistry. Early here, and you're going to see a lot of that on transition threes. I love it. And they both could get in there. One or the other could rebound with the long reach, with that wingspan. This is that's. I'm really hopeful. I'm really excited for those two on the floor. DiVincenzo, turnaround jumper. Devo hits it. Tough shots by DiVincenzo. Only he knows how to do is saucing that one. Unfortunately, not for us anymore. Bill Belichick will go to the Cowboys if he loses. And he is close to Stephen Jones. Yeah, I think he is. I think Belichick will be a Cowboy coach. I think so. I've never thought about the Jets whatsoever. I think, I said it since last season. They needed to bring Mike Vrabel as their head coach. They should have done it in the offseason. Bring him in here. It would have made a lot of sense here with that defense. Oh, look at Karl Anthony Towns going strong. It's gone, Karl Anthony Towns. Grown man move. Wow, look at that. And you know what? If he wants to get the crowd on his favor, and we're already giddy with him, those are the kind of plays. There we go. He gets a rebound there. Let's go, Hart. Back over. Here's a 3. It's good. 3-pointer. Jalen Brunson. Just like that, the Knicks tie. 55 all. 11-2 run by the Knickerbockers here. Here's Edwards. Floater. And he quiets it down. So the big cat as the Ant-Man scores. All right, 4 seconds, shot clock, game clock. Brunson working. Brunson shaking. Brunson stops, looks at the ball, gets it back, turned around. Brunson now kicks it out. Anunoby steps for the buzzer, and they're going to say shot clock violation. Good defense there by Minnesota, not biting there. Walker and Anthony Edwards, both of them, as we get a timeout. Where is Knicks 100? Knicks 100, who does all these Thundercats drawings, or he does these thumbnails on Twitter X. He, one thing I like about it, he follows us. We follow each other on X, on Twitter X. Where are you to do? You should be doing a Thundercat Lionel with Karl Anthony Towns. And I'm letting you do that first because you always do Thundercat stuff. So we do it. Listen, I'm one of those who don't like when they copycat my stuff, like some certain people. Everyone and their mother knows that I am the sports Jedi. I'm the one with the Star Wars Jedi references. There's a faker out there dressing up as a Star Wars, as a Jedi, when he's not a Jedi. You're not the sports Jedi. You're not the Jedi. Yes, the Nick Gator. You're not. I'm the sports Jedi. I've been doing this for longer than you, pal. Don't copyright. Don't steal. We could grow, but don't steal. The Garden is going crazy. Preseason, loving it. Oh, yes, Vernon. The Liberty too. The Liberty should be up 2-0. Seriously. They gave up that big lead in game 1. They should be up 2-0, looking to close out. But you know what? That's all right. I like that. They showed the heart of a champion. At least an Eastern Conference champion right now. Give us the heart of WNBA champion by going out there and rebounding, not losing. Go out there now, finish it. Go out there, go to Minnesota, win, and go out there, wrap up that women's title, get that WNBA title. And there's the buzzer. So we at the half, 57-55 at the half here. Well, what do you think here? This first half here, the Knicks stormed back here. You saw them play with a little adversity, got a little sloppy, missing some wide open shots. But again, what did we see them do really good is moving the basketball in transition. Again, I told you guys that combination there between Anunoby and Bridges looks really sharp. You see a little bit of a two-gang game between Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is going to find his happy spot on when he's going to be the aggressor to take the team and score, or when to become a facilitator and get other teammates involved. I think that's going to be the tough task, at least for the first 25 games in the season when it comes to Jalen Brunson. And he's got to make that decision. When is he going to be the lead scorer for the team and take control, or when he's going to get others involved? And I think that's the journey, and that's going to tell us how great the Knicks are going to be, or how well they're going to play this year, is when he figures that out. And I think we got to give him 25 games to get that installed there. What's going on, Quentin? Miles Harris looks stupid. He needs to let my nephew hook up a fade. Hey, you never know. I've been trying to say that to my barber Alex to try to get him into the WWE NXT so he could cut the NXT wrestlers here in Orlando. I mean, all he needs. That's why I carry Alex's business card. You always carry a business card. You never know when you might see him. Say, look, let my nephew hook that up. Hopefully he gets to your nephew gets to hook him up. You think he's trying to grow it out for braids? The Knicks are playing better, but Anthony's very good, so he will go on his runs. Yeah, absolutely. But if they play together as a collective unit, Big Task, they could neutralize Anthony Edwards. All right, let me get the halftime. I'm gonna take a quick halftime break. And once I take a break, I'll be right back. Where is my halftime show? All right, let's go. What's going on, everyone? We're back here. Hope you enjoy your halftime break. Yes, I got some stats. I got some stats here for the third game of the preseason, 55-57 Knicks trail here. Knicks are shooting 41.5%, 41.5% from the field, 40% for the Timberwolves. Shooting 6 of 22 from three-point land on the Knicks, while Timberwolves are 9 of 26. That's 27.3% for the Knicks, 34% for the Timberwolves. Free throws, Knicks 15-18. So the Knicks have gone to the line 18 times. They've missed 3, so they're 15 of 18. 8 of 10 from the free throw line are the Timberwolves. 23-29, the Timberwolves rebound the Knicks here, but 8-4 on the offensive glass. 21-19. Knicks have 11 assists to Minnesota's 12. 4 steals for the Knicks, 3 for Minnesota. 2 blocks for the Knickerbockers. 6 turnovers for the Knicks, 7 for the Timberwolves. Let's see, leading scorers. This is preseason, so we're not really not going to make a real big deal or a big stink about that. 7 minutes in action for McDaniels. He's got 4 points. Gobert with 1 point in 18 minutes of action. 3 points for Nas Reed. Nas Reed was 1 for 6 from three-point land. Remember I was telling you he couldn't hit from three-point land. He finally got one after 4 attempts missed. Dante DiVincenzo in his return, he's got 11 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds in 18 minutes of action. He's 4 of 7 from the field. Anthony Edwards is shooting 6 of 10, 60% from the field for Ant-Man. 5 of 8 from three-point land with 18 points, leading the Minnesota Timberwolves. And of course, Angles off the bench with 3 points. He has a 3-pointer in 8 minutes. Bernard with 6 points in 14 minutes of action. Let's go with our Knickerbockers here. For the Knicks, of course, their high man is OG Anunoby with 17 points. He was 6-11 from the field, 17 minutes of action. He has 5 rebounds, 1 assist for OG Anunoby. Of course, Mikal Bridges, 5 points in 18 minutes, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 from 2 for three-point land. He's at 1 rebound, 2 assists there. Karl-Anthony Towns, 17 minutes of action. He's 3 of 7 from the field, 9 points, 8 rebounds. No assists for Karl-Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson, 15 points in 16 minutes of action. I read that backwards. 3 of 8 from the field, 1 for 3 from three-point land, 2 assists. 2 rebounds, 2 or 3 assists. I got to get my eyes checked. 6, Josh Hart, no points in 16 minutes of action. He hasn't taken a shot. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. So, with Josh Hart, he gives you that, and then he just goes wild in the second half. And it's also preseason. I'm not going to go crazy where, looking at Hart. He's not scoring all that stuff. I know he'll be ready. He's just getting acclimated to the minutes and positioning himself on rebounding, and I think that will come with it. Jericho Sims plays 6 minutes of action. He has a rebound. Precious Achiuwa plays 7 minutes. Neither one of these guys scored, but they just seeing their minutes on the floor. Cameron Payne with 2 of 4, with 5 points. McBride with 2 points. Shamet with 2 points. I kind of want to see others play. Cham Okeke. I would like to see Okeke play. Definitely. That's a power forward that's in the league that could help this team. I've seen him in the Orlando Magics with the Magics. He's not a bad player. I think he could be a surprising off the bench to move the basketball, rebound, and work on the offensive glass. I kind of would like to see Tom Thibodeau incorporate him. Of course, I know you guys would like to see some TJ Warren as well on the wing there. And personally, of course, the Kodak kid. Tyler Kolak, to see if he's going to get some playing time tonight as well. We'll find out. We're going to get ready for the second half here. As we get ready for that second half, I'll go right here for a moment, and we'll definitely talk about what the Knicks need to do here. I kind of want to see the second unit. I already know what the first unit is going to do. I want to see now the second unit start, and I want to see the deep bench. Guys that we didn't say that did not play the second half. I kind of want to see what we got. The Okeke. I want to see the Chairman. I want to see the others. Hookah Party. I kind of want to see the other players. I kind of want to see these other players because we're gonna with this. I know Tom Thibodeau only plays 11, 10 in the regular season, playoffs, maybe 8, 7. We get it. We get all that. But when you're about to go to an 82 game marathon, you're pretty much going to need 13 out of the 15 roster spots to impact your team. And I got to see, we already know what the first probably 10 are for the Knicks. I got to see what the other 3 spots, which one works better in preseason, who's going to show you the hustle, who's going to show you the grit, the determination, the hunger to want to be on this team. And that's what at least this preseason game and last preseason game are there for the coaching staff to make those tough decisions. I think Shamet is a non-guaranteed contract, right? And so is TJ Warren. Shamet is playing well. I think Shamet makes the team. But there's other spots there. Jacob Toppin is another one who could be maybe out the door. Maybe not. Those kind of players, I got to see what they got on this team. I think there's, we got to see what is available on our bench or what's in training camp that could help this team down the road. And even if they're there for practice players who could work out with the team, get them ready, game shape, you're probably going to see the last cuts in game 5. Yeah, that's when everyone, because they got to set their NBA roster by the 18th or the 19th of October, I believe so, or the 20th, something around that time, because I believe the 21st is first opening night and the Knicks don't play until the 22nd. But my point, they got to get those players in camp, but also, which ones are available to go on a 2-way deal, who's going to go to Westchester, so forth, in case they need to call them. All those things are that's Leon Rose and company, Coach Thibodeau and the coaching staff, who they want, who they don't. But they got to put something on film, and you got to play them. You got to see them here. And I'm glad you got the first half here, so your starters can get their legs. If the starters get pulled here, I'm fine with it. I know it's different from football. It's not like football, but I kind of want to see that. Here we go. Tracy Morgan, Steve Shripper, John Stewart, Karl Anthony Towns Sr. All right. All right, we're about to start the second half. I don't like this one. I like the other one we had here before. Here it is. I like that one better. All right, they're going through all the highlights of the first half with Brunson and the Knicks. All right, here we go. Third quarter on the way, 57-55. Knicks trail as they bounce past here. DiVincenzo now with the ball. Devo now driving to the basket, and he hits it off the glass. So DiVincenzo went right after Karl Anthony Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns had to make a decision: defend Gobert out or go after DiVincenzo. He hit it off the glass. Here we go. Brunson catch and shoot 3, and that's off the mark. Too strong there as Reed picks up the rebound. We'll give it over to Edwards. Edwards now. Edwards resetting, looking for a high screen. No, keeps it. He gets a screen from Gobert. Steps in for 3. And he fires it, hits a 3 ball. He continues to be on fire. 21 points for Ant-Man. Here's Hart. Bounce pass here to Towns. Towns holding the ball above. Give and go to Hart. Hart now inside. Gives it out Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Bridges is going to reset. Bridges gets out of trouble here. Plenty of time on the shot clock here. Towns jab stepping. Towns driving. Layup. No good. Rebound. Hart comes in and saves it right into Towns. So that's a good hustle. Here's Hart with the ball. Gives it to Brunson. Brunson jab stepping. Brunson now. Brunson jab stepping on Edwards. Backs in. Stops. Good footwork. Turns around jumper. 1 foot fall away. Off the mark. Anthony Towns with the rebound. Another offensive rebound. He steps back for 3, and he no good. Randy gets his own rebound. And there's a lot of contact there, and there's a blocking foul. So the Knicks being unselfish, trying to get the offensive rebound and moving the basketball there. That's what you want to see. All right, the next one inbound the ball here. Bridges to Towns. Towns going strong and misses the layup. Touched by Hart, out of bounds. The Knicks just a little bit not sharp here. They're still attacking the glass. They're attacking the glass. You like their hustle there, but they just the offensive futility to just finish it at the basket. There's a timeout on the floor. I mean, that's preseason. That's what the preseason is about. You want to try these things. You want to get into rhythm, and then once the lights turn on, the real show kicks on. You have to complete those. Especially against those Celtics. That's their first game. I know everyone's pumped to see the Celtics, the NBA defending champions, who had talk about a cakewalk into the NBA Finals. They that was the most easiest playoff road for them. But you don't apologize for them to go and winning the title. You don't apologize. Hey, they took care of the competition that was in front of them. They didn't ask who to play. They were just giving the people to play. They became victims. All right, we got a timeout here. All right, we waiting for a commercial break. It's funny, they just came in from halftime, and this is a pretty long timeout. All right, we're coming back now. Now we're coming back from the commercial. Oh, it feels like an NBA Finals commercial break. My goodness, long one. There you go. They're interviewing Julius Randle. He's got a Spike Lee shirt. Love, peace, and hair grease. Yeah, it was weird because they did that Julius Randle court, and then they traded him afterwards. Oh, look, he got a fade and everything. New hairstyle for Julius. Looks good. And appreciate him for those years he gave us here from 2019 to 24. Here we go now. Reed kicks it back out. Here's a 3-ball, and that's good. Big Task is laughing already. Here you go, Big Task. And there's a drive, kicks out. Karl Anthony Towns now going strong. And there he was trying to posterize Nas Reed. Save it for Porzingis. Save it for Porzingis, big guy. Save it for Porzingis. Another timeout on the court. Cat has no lift. You got to pounce. You got to pounce, big cat. Got to pounce. Now listen to Julius Randle. Yeah, but at that 7 feet, Vernon, at 7 feet, uh, you need lift, but not that much. You got those big flaring arms. Good interview there for Julius Randle. He had nothing but nice things to say. He looks, not for nothing. Randle looks a little relaxed. That interview with, you know, maybe maturity. Now again, nothing but respect for Julius Randle. He was a very good example for the community, at least for the New York Knicks as a Knickerbocker, family man, always with his wife and children, always with his sons. You know, wasn't going to embarrass the Knicks outside of the hardwood. And on the court, we have our differences. Whatever. He has his shortcomings. There you go. It's the right one. But all in all, a model citizen as a Knick fan, as a Knick player, as a Knick player, excuse me, as a professional, definitely can't say anything negative about Julius Randle. His Kendall, his wife, his two kids. Can't say anything negative about that. Wasn't my cup of coffee as a player. I'm not gonna try to say, oh, he was great. I was one of my favorites. I told you that. I've told you that before. But yeah, better wholesome family environment in Minnesota. Yep. Well, they say, though, compare. I haven't heard the politics, but we're not gonna do that here. But they're according to the politics, Minnesota's having some issues, but all in all, it's a better city for him and his family. Like Kendall said it herself, from going from an apartment to a house is a big difference. Now she's in the house. It's hard to have two children in an apartment, or even if it's the deluxe apartment in New York, on the east side. But now she's in a home, so that's a different whole aspect for backyard. Even though they're going to be there in the winter time when it's brick. But yeah. Hope them. Yeah, Alex. Let's go Mets. Good luck with the Mets. Indeed, definitely would like to see the Mets Yankees Subway Series Part 2. But for Randall's case, that was the trade. Carl Anthony Towns was. If you tell him we got that, we had to lose Debo. That's a good deal. I had Julius getting traded somehow for Zion Williams. I said that 3 years ago. Good thing. Good thing. That's why GMs do GMs, and I'm just a podcaster here doing a watch along. Because yeah, look at Zion's career has not been up to par. And you know what? At this point, if you look at the year trajectory, the years side by side, Randall and Zion and Randall has a better career right now. More, although Zion has the higher ceiling, but Julius has done it more consistent, and he's shown you what he's able to do compared to what Zion, the myth of Zion. So, and I know we can say the same thing about Karl Anthony Town. Oh, they challenged that. Oh, there was a challenge because of the knee. Okay. It's a national shooting motion. Here's a one thing though. Karl Anthony Towns should be getting more call. The Knicks should be getting more favorable call by the officials because you got guys with reputation like an Anthony Towns. Now Brunson should get some reputational calls on Obi, Hart, and Bridges. We shouldn't be 8-on-5 going forward. I think we're gonna have the whistles pretty balanced and going this regular season for finally for haven't had that in a while either. 65-57. As DiVincenzo rises for three. That hits the front of the rim. Rebound to Brunson. Brunson now leading the charge. Brunson, that's two man to beat. Brunson, floater. Oh, that's classic Brunson with the floater. That goes down. But the Knicks trail here, 59-65. Edwards now. Gobert. Gobert back to Edwards. Edwards kicks it out. McDaniels almost stolen there. Edward has it. Edwards calling traffic. Three, no good. There is a foul out of bounds. Towns is less turnover prone than Randall and Mitchell. Yeah, that's a plus. Yes. Yes. And Karl Anthony Towns is not going to. Yes, you're correct on that. Here is Jalen Brunson now. Brunson trying to look for Towns. Towns in the corner thought about the three. Now Edwards on Towns, backing in. Cross pass here to Brunson. Brunson now driving. Brunson stops. Floater. He got hit, and he will go to the line. Another foul on Nas Reed. That's his 5th foul. Not a good thing. Not a good game for Nas Reed, shooting wise, and also with the fouls. And kudos to Brunson, knowing the mismatch and attacking Reed all game. If he gets the mismatch, he's got the quickness, the footwork to get in front and cause Nas Reed headaches all game. Brunson hits the free throw. Remember the Timberwolves coming off a Western Conference appearance. You know, they felt they had to make a move here, salary cap wise, where Karl Anthony Towns got a max deal, and that's Brunson hits both free throws. Also, they might have seen that's their ceiling. They had to make a move, either to save money and change the dynamic where they gonna have a natural power forward along Gobert with Randall. So they taking the gamble as well, you know, trying to see if they could go up and pass the plateau of the Western Conference. And good attack there for Brunson. 67-63. And for the Knicks, you know, 2 back-to-back second rounds. Again, I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Brunson, you're asking Randall to play another position, you know, to move to center where he might not be comfortable. You know, he didn't ever said anything, but he might have been undermatched where it might lead to frustration, you know, and it just was a right time to make the move. And Anthony Towns gets that rebound. Hart. Anunoby in the corner for 3. Wide open, and that wasn't falling. It was falling in earlier, but that happens here. Backdoor cutting, and got it. And that's one thing DiVincenzo does. He sees the open man and good passer there. That's going to help Minnesota there. Good chemistry there. Here's Brunson. Brunson stops. Kicks back up, puts up the shot, counted, and one. Chance for a 3-point play for Jalen Brunson. 65-69. Oh. Yeah, so back to that trade, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense, and why they make that move. Your Knicks second round 2 years in a row. You got to try something to glow plateau over that, and I think they did. They the trade that we're not even talking about that caught me out of surprise was the Bridges from Brooklyn. That was a surprise. That one caught me by surprise. Here's Vincenzo kicks it out. Here's a 3. McDaniels way air ball, and that one last touch. Who's it going to be on? It's on the Knicks. It will stay there. Wait a minute. Where's Tyler Kodak? He hasn't played. Tom Thibodeau did not play him here tonight. He should be playing Kodak. We got to see what he got. DiVincenzo now. Or maybe. Oh, and here's Devo. I'm going to put an argument and defend Thibodeau in a moment here as Edwards. Edwards with the floater, and that's good. Anthony Edwards from the free throw line extended. Maybe he doesn't want to put too much stuff on film against Tyler Kodak. He wants to keep that weapon, you know, hidden. So when he plays him in the regular season, teams don't have time to adjust with the scouting report. If you see him a lot in the preseason, teams might have a scouting report on enough film to want to attack the rookie in a certain way. So maybe that's something there. I'm just, you know, trying to be a devil's advocate when it comes to not playing Tyler Kolak, and because he could play. The kid is impressive. I didn't think he was that impressive, and no, he's living up to his build for the hype. Oh, that was a thread the needle situation with Brunson and Towns, and that's only going to get better with court time on the floor between them. Let the mistakes happen here in preseason and sharpen it up in the regular season. You're going to see that get sharpened up in the future. Here's Devo, free throw line, and that comes up short. Rebound, Karl Anthony Towns. Hands it off to Brunson. 66-71. Quick shoot. Bridges in transition. 3-pointer. Give Brunson an assist there. 71-69. And now they're playing longer. I'm seeing here, I'm surprised the starters are out here playing this deep. This look like a typical Tom Thibodeau regular season game, and Gobert gets the pass. And both teams got their starters out there, 69-73. So maybe they'll play them a lot here, and then the final game, maybe there's two more games left. Am I correct? Yes. And there is traveling. Maybe they won't play them as much the next two games. We got a little bit of a hiccup here with officials. What are they going to do? Maybe there's a clock malfunction. We'll see. 73-69. Checking to see Bridges was a 3 or not, and it was. Edwards now, and there's a foul. Hart is just an antagonist. He just stand there, didn't move. McDaniels catch and shoot a three ball. So that was a quick inbound. He rose up for 3, 69-76. Jaden McDaniels on the board. Brunson, quick shoot. Bridges, and that's off the mark. Here's Gobert running the fast break, but gives it to Edwards now on the logo. Anthony Edwards back to Gobert inside, and good hands by Anthony Towns, and he's deflected right to the hands of Bridges. Now Bridges will bring the basketball up, and he's being harassed by McDaniels. Here is Towns, top of the key. Towns holding the basketball, now puts it on the floor, runs into Brunson, hands it off to Brunson. He's got DiVincenzo on him, kicks out to Anunoby. Anunoby who had the touch. Anunoby now driving. Anunoby fewer steps. Jumper, no, that's off the mark. He's cold here in the second half, 69-76. 10 rebounds for Rudy Gobert here. So he's in double figures in rebounding. Here's Edwards. Edwards now stops. Pull jumper. He's no good. Rebound Bridges now over to Brunson. Brunson will bring the ball up. Brunson driving. Brunson, Euro. Brunson cutting. Bridges, count it, and one. And that's a 3-point play. Give Brunson an assist there. Seeing Mikal Bridges cutting to the basket. Beautiful fet. Feed him more. Feed that Wildcat more. McDaniels with 5 fouls. Trying to complete a 3-point play here. And Bridges hits 72-76. Here's Devo. Devo now driving. Devo stops, kicks it back out. Edwards, long 3. Edwards has been hitting from everywhere. 79-72. Here's Bridges. Bridges stops. Turnaround jumper. Bridges feeling it, but that's no good. That rolls off. And Edwards now. Edwards has the hot hand. Edwards now harassed. Anthony Edwards back on. Got Mikal Bridges on him. Edwards working on Bridges. Gets a high screen. He thought about the 3. Now hesitates 3. And that's off the mark. Can't get it in there. Brunson to Bridges. Alley-oop. Easy transition basket. What have I told you about that earlier today, guys? Or a couple of minutes ago. They need easy buckets in transition. Oh, Ingles almost turned the ball over. Ingles with the basketball now. Ingles tries to go to Gobert, and he is front, and he got fouled. That's what the Knicks need to do. Continue to harass. Whenever the team don't get back in transition, make them pay. And that's what Karl Anthony Towns inbounding the ball quickly to Brunson. Brunson with good court awareness. This is something that should be there all the time. This is a team. This is the type of team that if they would have had OG and if they would have had Obi Toppin in the bench, he would have ate with this group. He would have ate as a backup power forward with this group, with the way they're moving the basketball there at times. But he's not here. As Gobert hits the first free throw, 80-74. Shamet McBride in the game. Brunson's going to the locker room, but no injuries, just probably going to the bathroom. He misses the free throw, 1 of 2 from the line. In the words of Chef Dan, ball don't lie. But it's all right. It's preseason. We'll bring all the whistles, bells and whistles regular season. Here's Bridges. Bridges kicks out here to Shamet. Shamet back over to Bridges. Bridges now driving baseline, changes hands and got the layup. Nice, impressive scoring there by Bridges. Now here we go. Here's Ingles. Ingles now. Ingles going around, stops, kicks out. Here's Dillingham, back to Ingles. Ingles thought about it, kicks it back to Ingles. Nobody wants it. Shoots Dillingham the 3 ball. That was discombobulated and misses. Fight for the loose ball. Bridges comes up with it. The long hands, that wingspan. Bridges with the basketball. Bridges looks like he wants to take over this game a little bit. Bridges kicks it back out. Anunoby, extra to Shamet. Shamet, he misses. That's the side, but he gets his own, and Ingles hits him with a shot. Brunson, him, had a little limp after that. First pass to Mikel, though. Ooh, I hope not. Hopefully not. One thing I'm gonna worries me about him, Brunson, is those sneakers. I need him to get some high tops, man. They're nice. They're nice fluorescent yellow sneakers, but they're low tops. He needs some high tops to protect those ankles, man. Just call me old fashioned. I know they don't look cute. It might not be a fashion statement, but damn, you gotta protect those ankles, man. That's what the high tops are made for. And got Shamet hit both. 80-79. Knicks down by 2. Now here we go. Minnesota with the basketball. Reed. Here's a drive. Extra pass. Ingles for 3 from the corner. Ingles misses. Fight for the loose ball. Karl-Anthony Towns come up with the rebound. Knicks Kataya take the lead. Here's Bridges. Bridges shaking and baking. Now Karl-Anthony Towns thought about the 3. Anthony Towns now takes the 3. It's good. 3-pointer. Karl-Anthony Towns. Ho! Here is Ingles. Reed. Reed was having a terrible shooting game. Reed's driving, and he got it. 3-point play off the window, and he'll go to the line. Wow. Reed going after his old teammate. Looking has a chance to tie the game up. All right, now it's Reed at the line, and he completes the 3-point play. Minnesota's up by 2. McBride kicks it back out. A quick pass. Anunoby threads the needle to Karl-Anthony Towns. So good rifle pass, good cutting to the basket, good awareness for Karl-Anthony Towns. He doesn't have butterfinger hands like the other centers we had before, Nolan's Noel. Here we go, chance of defense swinging. Now driving underneath. Kick out. Anunoby with a steal with those long wingspan. Here's Bridges in the transition. Back over to McBride. McBride rises for 3. And that's off the front of the rim short. Rebound by Minnesota. The guarding was ready to erupt. Here's a drive. And a good job, Black, but there was a foul called on McBride. Boy, it doesn't feel like a preseason. It feels like a regular season game number 40-something in the regular season between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the New York Knicks. It doesn't feel like game 3 of the preseason. We are hungry and starving to cheer this group of teams. We waited all summer, and Tom Thibodeau is going to challenge this because he trusts his McBride. He needs to go see our boy's nephew to get a haircut, though. That's one thing, though. He's got to go see my boys over here. He needs a haircut. I'm gonna highlight your comment right now when I find it. Here we go, Quentin. Yep, he needs a haircut. He needs a fade. He wants his nephew to hook him up with a fade, but Tom Thibodeau trusts him, and he's gonna review the call. I noticed a grimace. On the ankle. I'm already thinking about Grimace with the Mets. I thought he's in Madison Square Garden too. He's everywhere, Grimace. I think they're not going to overturn this, guys, because of the hand. There's a lot of grabbing of the hip. Yeah, McBride thinks he's at the club on Saturday night with hands on the hips. Oh, wait a minute. They overchanged it because the coach looked like he's arguing up a storm. Hold on a second. I haven't heard the call. Do you guys know what the call is there? Well, so Scott Foster's at it already. He's in regular season mode. So the Knicks get a favorable call here. Knicks will have it back here. So McBride coming up big on a defensive stop here. Coach Thibodeau winning a challenge. Here's McBride bringing the basketball now. The Knicks could take the lead here. On an Obi Euro step, he lost the basketball, but there was called for a foul. So now Minnesota's getting frustrated with the whistles here. So the Knicks got one more challenge. Minnesota, I believe, do not have any more challenges, if I'm not mistaken. OG Anunoby to the line to give the Knicks the lead. OG gives the Knicks a 1-point lead, 84-83. Oh, it's so good to have the Knicks back. Yes. And there it is. 85-83. Knicks with a 2-point lead here. But Brunson has not come back from the locker room. Naz Reid for 3. Naz Reid is having a terrible game tonight. Here we go. Bridges in transition over to Cat. Now Towns. Back over to Bridges. Bridges stops. Bridges Euro steps. Kicks it out of McBride. Rises up for 3. It's good. The deuce is loose from downtown. 88-83. Knicks, look at the crowd. Good execution. 7-0 run for the Knicks here. Reed, extra pass here. Driving. Allen, back over. Last touch by Shamet. Wow. Ray Smith says Towns is a walking foul. Deuce is loose. He is not in foul trouble. Here we go. They're going to inbound the ball here. Walker. They're inbound the ball here. Good job. Look at the Knicks. Reed now with the basketball. Reed driving. Reed going up off the glass. And Achua got a piece. And now can't go to go. Couple seconds here. McBride with the ball. McBride rises for 3 at the buzzer. And no good. So after 3 quarters of play, the Knicks with an 88-83 lead. So the crowd loving what they see here in the ending of the third quarter. As Naz Reid is a little bit frustrated. He's having a terrible shooting game. And now he's arguing with the officials. Minnesota is unraveling a little bit here with they didn't get that call go their way on the replay. Now a couple of calls back and forth. The Knicks continue to intensify their defense. And that's what you want to see closing out the quarters. No matter what quarter it is, the first, second, or third, you especially the fourth, of course. Your defense closing out the quarters defensively strong, and the Knicks did that. I thought McBride's defense was really good on there coming in, especially with Brunson needs a break of putting pressure on opposing point guards. That's what you want. You want to see that. You want to see that. You want to see Bridges taking over when there's other people now that will try to take over the game or keep the offense flowing once Brunson's off the court. Remember last year was like, damn, Brunson, when is he getting back? You're looking at the bench to see when in the hell he's going to get back on the court. Now, Brunson, you still want Brunson on the court, but you're not in a rush. You don't have to rush him back on, because if they're flowing and they're playing defensive basketball and you have a Karl Anthony Towns dominating in the middle, or you have a Bridges shooting the three ball on the wings, OG Anunoby, there's a lot to pick your poison spot when it comes to the Knicks. Again, this is why they're going to have a great season, coming here, hopefully barring injuries. What's going on, Wombat? Salute to you. What's good? What's up? Good to see the Kraken the Kraken to get loose. Yes, it's time to get it. We got to release the Kraken, as I got tongue twisted there. Ooh, baseball's about to start. The Mets. Good luck, Mets. And me, personally, I'm going to be totally freaking honest with you. I wish I could clone myself here, because I would love to be doing the Mets play-by-play with the baseball. I would love to do the Giants play-by-play, definitely the Knicks, and then the wrestling. This is where I wish I could clone myself in 4 different freaking and do all those different watch-alongs for everyone there to watch, on the Yankees as well. I mean, my goodness. I'm just a junkie, a sports jock junkie. October is a great month. What a great month for sports. All these sports here, you got the basketball, the football, the hockey, the baseball. I mean, my goodness, the UFC, the wrestling, my goodness. What a utopia. What a utopia if you're a sports jock. Yeah, and that's nothing. I haven't even watched Agatha from Marvels. I haven't even bothered watching that. There's so much stuff. Joker. I heard it was a stinker. Didn't get to see Joker either. Yeah, very busy time for sports. Very busy time for sports. Yeah, it was extremely. Yeah, I do the Yankees. I used to. I didn't. This season, I haven't done since April the Yankee watch along. There's a long story, a long history behind it. Folks that were supposed to help me on the watch along never came along. They left me abandoned pretty much, or alone. We don't, then other things happened behind, poaching of subscribers from other, there was some bad brewing coffee going around that it took. So, the coffee was bad that they were brewing, and it just went. And I said, you know what, I'm going to take a break from the Yankees. It was a little toxic, negative. McBride now, here's Payne. Payne got fouled and counted and won. Yeah, and we were going on 3 years straight doing the Yankee watch-alongs, and I had to put a stop for a moment. Michael's in the building. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, we need that escape from that too. What's going on, Michael? Yeah, it's a rarity. It's a rarity to see them, and the Giants too. If you're a Giant fan, and a Jet fan as well. 91-83 now, and what we're seeing here is just continuity with the Knicks here. Now we've seen the second unit. Can the second unit put this game away? Now Dillingham puts up the jumper. No. Jericho Sims had the rebound, and Sasquatch, a.k.a. the Kraken, comes up with it. Here's Cameron Payne. Payne now. Payne bringing the major pain, and he gets to the basket. 93-83. Just like that, the Knicks up by 10. So Payne with 10 points. Here's Reed. Reed driving strong, and he tries to go for a poster and misses, but he got fouled. Oh, Chuck, you know what? Yeah. Tonight, if we could have the trifecta, that's called a trifecta. If we get all 3 teams, yes, let's go. I'll sign up for that. Let's go. It's pretty much almost on the table. Well, we don't want to touch the money, but yeah. You got Kodai Senga for the Mets there. My goodness. Nas Reed continues to argue with the officials. Careful that you don't want to get a technical in preseason. And he hits both free throws there in 93-85. McBride now. McBride loses the basketball and he turns the ball over. Our depth is going to kill a lot of teams. Yeah. Especially if they're on point, working collectively. Yeah. Engels wide open for three, and Engels hits the three. You got to put a body. You got to put either you could breathe on Engels. Usually when he has someone around him, he doesn't hit. But when they're wide open like that, normally don't miss. He becomes a great shooter. 93-88. Here's Shamit. Shamit got back in the air, got the ball back. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk. The lion tamer comes down and brings it home. The big sneeze. Now, you know that he was in Africa walking with lions, so that's why we're going to name him the lion tamer. If you haven't seen his social media post, he was in the offseason, he was walking with two lions like they were pit bulls. Here we go. Reed, catch and shoot three. Nas Reed, maybe that got him a little fired up. 85-91, because he's been atrocious. McBride. Payne with the basketball. Payne kicks it out here to Shamit. Shamit. And, rims out of the rim. Here's Reed feeling it. Reed. Now step back. He's putting it up, in and out. That was halfway down, and that comes through. Here's Achua with the basketball. Precious with the ball. Hands it over to Payne. Payne. Back over here to Shamit. Here's Achua, top of the key. Achua backs in, stops with the ball. Turn away jumper. Oh, it's good. The lion tamer. All right. Precious. Achua. The big sneeze. Engels back again. Walker driving, and Jericho Sims got called for the foul. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, January, February. That's like, getting a big body in there to Bruiser to get some rebounds. Yeah, D Ross is in the building. What's up, Mr. D? Ross is in the building. Salute, gentlemen. He says, salute to you. Got a foul, 97-91. He gets that one. Walker gets that friendly bounce. He hits both free throws here, 97-93. McBride. Backing in. Miles McBride backing in. Kicks it out to Payne. Payne holds. Back over to McBride. Miles McBride again. Dribbling. Euro step. Puts up an off-balance shot. The deuce is loose as he hits a shot there. Off-balance shot going to the ground. 99-93. I'm going to make a statement, Nick guys. My guys here, Nick fans. Miles McBride, his offense or his reliability, I think it's a little more better than Emmanuel Quickley. I know Quickley can hit the shot from anywhere and he's exciting, but Miles McBride seems a little more reliable. And I know it's a small sample size with McBride. It's just a little more sample size than with McBride. But damn, if McBride had Quickley's height, oof. Walker. Guards up for three and he misses. And good job there by Sims. It might be a hot take or I might be off though. But I think Miles McBride's offensive game or what he brings continuity-wise, night in, night out, I think he's just a little more reliable than Emmanuel Quickly. I miss Emmanuel Quickly. I miss Emmanuel Quickly a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I think Miles McBride has played that role really well and more consistent. There was games where quickly could give you 35 points, 30 points, could shoot from everywhere, but there was some times that he would frustrate you or disappear. And I think it wasn't consistent where you know what you're going to get with Miles McBride now. When he comes off the bench, you feel comfortable what McMiles brings to the game in, night out. I think Miles McBride plays better than Brunson. With Brunson than Quickly. Got you. You're right. Do we have 99 or do we have 93? No, the Knicks are 93, 99 to 93. Knicks are up. Knicks are up. 99-93 with under 8 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. These guards don't pursue the pick and roll effectively. That's something that the coaching staff, it could be by design, or they don't want to get caught, or maybe they're not just. I don't think. I think it's by design, Vernon. But we keep an eye on that with their pick and roll defense. Perhaps the McBride fits the Knicks better than Manu Quickly. Perhaps, but you know what? But kudos to for Miles McBride for trusting the process, believing the Knicks coaching staff, and doing his thing, and also to Manu Quickly getting a contract extension with Toronto. I feel good, happy for that kid. 25th pick overall there in the first round for the amount of money he made in that contract. Emmanuel Quickly. I have nothing negative to say about Quickly. I liked it, Emmanuel Quickly, but my point is that he kind of fits. I kind of feel more comfortable or trust a little more Miles McBride coming off the bench than Emmanuel Quickly. But damn, yeah, it's not just a definite saying that but it's just seems for it. And again, it's a small sample size with Miles McBride. You could say half a season because even including but man, yeah. But kudos to Miles McBride to Emmanuel Quickly. D Ross, Carl Anthony Towns needs to show me something. Not yet, D Ross. He's got to show it to me. You know when? Against Porzingis. When we play, listen. Whenever we play those marquee matchups against Porzingis, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, I need him. This is where we're gonna need him in double figures and playing and getting to the line and drawing and helping his team. That's when we need to Carl Anthony Towns to show me something. Here's McBride again with the ball. McBride back in, and McBride stopping McBride, and there's gonna be traveling. You can see it. Oh, wait a minute. There's a foul. I thought it was a traveling. All right. Caught me by surprise. All right. Here's Payne with the ball. Payne puts up the floater. No good. I need a preview, Jedi. Okay. I got you. Here's a three ball. No, that's fair. Here's Payne. Payne with the ball. Payne now driving into the paint. Kicks it out to Shamet for three. Shamet. He got it. Three ball. 102.93. And that's a missed shot. Kicks it back out. Extra rebound for Minnesota. 102.93 and misses again. Fight for the loose ball. Minnesota comes up with Garza, kicks it back out for three. That's no good. Fight for the loose ball. Right back to the hands of Minnesota. Euro step and count it. And a chance for a 3-point play for the Timberwolves. 102.95. All right, he has a chance here. He misses the free throw, so he only gets 2 out of 3. 102.95. Here's McBride. McBride now. Snake dribbling. McBride stops. Kicks out here to Payne. Payne driving. Payne misses the layup. A lot of contact, but it'll be Minnesota ball. They're letting them play. They're letting it be a little physical here. I don't think we're going to see the rest of the starting unit tonight, guys. I think that's the right. This could be a bench game here. Rightfully so. All right, Minnesota with the basketball here. 106.95, and there's a reach-in foul for Jericho Sims. All right, Garza to the line. He hits the first free throw. Ooh, in and out. Garza goes 1 or 2 to the line. It's a 6-point Knicks lead, 102.96 now. Achua with the ball. Achua bringing the ball up. Now he'll hand it off to McBride. McBride now. Back over to Shamit. Shamit over to Achua. Achua driving over it, and that was last touch by Minnesota. Shot clock at 9. About 6:05 left in the game. Oh, Garza. Garza looks like a young Wally Zorbiak. Yeah, he does. Shamit now to Sims. Back over here to Shamit. Shamit now working. Shamit stops, gives it over to Payne. Payne shot. That's an air ball, but Jericho Sims shot clock violation. Although Payne says he might have gotten hit. Here we go. They'll bring the ball up here. Minnesota trail by 6. A floater in the paint, and he gets his own rebound. But we got an offensive foul. Oh, I forgot Westbrook is in Denver. Westbrook is in Denver. I forgot about that. All right. Here's McBride. Miles McBride driving, snake dribbling, and good hands. Good hands by Garza. Strips it, but last touch by him. Knicks will have it underneath the basket. Payne inbound here to Shamit. Shamit. McBride. McBride now with the high screen. McBride keeping his dribble alive. McBride puts up the floater, and he got fouled. Free throws for Miles McBride. Again, don't forget to hit that like button. Salute to everyone watching us on the Rumble app, Truvo, Kick, Instagram, live on the X Machine, Twitch, YouTube, of course, and our Facebook group. What's going on, Facebook? There you go. He hits the first free throw here. $103.96, and he goes 2 of 2 from the line. 104.96. We're getting close to the 5-minute mark here. Minnesota moves the ball. They want to feature Garza. Good denial by Sims, but Garza had the ball, but he reached in for a foul. Jericho Sims is fouled out. Oh, that's not good. $104.96. Here we go. Ariel Ahorty is his name. How you say it? Coming in. Garza hits the first free throw. Sims had 25 fouls at one point. I don't think you could foul out. Yeah, they fouled. He's fouled out. Hook Pulte. Hook Pulte. Shamit misses. There you go. He gets the rebound. Ah, he misses the free throw. Ah, he missed both. 104.98. Garza fakes the three, putting it on the floor, spinning for jumper. Good defense there. McBride now. Payne. Payne gets a screen, gives it to McBride, steps in for three. And that's good. 3-pointer, Miles McBride. Stepping into rhythm. Cool, calm, collective. Oh, on the foul, Shamit reached in. He misses the free throw. It's still 107.98 for Minnesota. Another free throw coming up. As now the deep bench for Minnesota coming in. Miller comes in. He hits 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 107.99. The Incredible Hulk. There you go. I think I'm gonna go with that, Michael. I'm gonna copyright that. Can I use that? The Incredible Hulk. If he plays, I like that one. Makes it easier. McBride, another three, misses. Minnesota on the attack. 107.99. 107.99. Just game is winding down. 3-minute mark. Still not out of hand here. Still not completely Knicks victory yet. They got to work here. They moving the ball. Throws it up. Clark with the cut three on the shot clock, and he hits a big shot. Just like that. 107-102. It's a 5-point ball game now. That's pretty good because that tells the group you have to work for everything. You can't rely. And here's a floater for Cam, bringing the pain. 109-102. Garza moving the ball around. Knicks, extra pass here. Clark with the basketball. Clark driving. Euro puts up the floater on McBride. Good, but he almost had his own rebound. Fight for loose ball. Achua comes up with it. Precious in transition. Precious now. Achua. And he misses the layup. He was contested. Now, good defense, good transitional defense from Minnesota as they come back the other way. They've got numbers. Driving to the basket, counting and one. So now they have a chance for a 3-point play. Just like that, 109-104 with a free throw coming up. We get a timeout. 2:44 left. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. 109, 104 with a free throw from Minnesota. Let me see here. The Mets 1 on, 1 out for the Dodgers in the bottom of the first inning. Kodai Zenga on the mound. So I'll give you a little bit of that while we're in a commercial break. Mookie Betts, the runner at first. Betts is 16 of 18 in steal attempts. The right-hander throws, and this one is foul out of play. Freddie Freeman up at plate, 2-2. And then, the football game must just start. The Giants, Bengals. So I'm going to have picture-in-picture after this game is over. I'm going to relax. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Appreciate the incredible hunk. Incredible hunk. He's in some trouble now. Full count with 1 out as we wait for the Knicks game to come back. Runner goes, and they get now 2 on with 1 out for the Dodgers. 2 on with 1 out for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts at second. Freddie Freeman at first with 1 out. The Mets got to set up for a double play. And they'll have the Oscar Hernandez coming up. Well, hope you guys, if you play fantasy football, did good on your fantasy football, which are your picks. You still got 2 more games left, Monday night and, of course, tonight. And definitely those with your knockout pool. Hope you guys did good luck on your knockout pool. You survivor knockout pool. I'm in the office pool where not a knockout, but for the winners who could pick the most wins. I gotta run through it. I was only had 1 loss going into the 4:00 games. Was I picked the Cleveland Browns to beat the Eagles. The Eagles won. That's the only game I lost. There you go. Dick Barnett, Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame induction. We knew about that. He played both championship teams, 70 and 73. He played all 82 games in the 70 season. He has a lot of Knick records. Not yet, Jack City. Not yet, because I think Jericho Sims has been here long enough. He knows the system more. Not yet. Do I see it maybe in a game in January? Possibly. If Jericho Sims doesn't show any progression, but I think Jericho Sims is gonna be okay. I think he's gonna be fine. The issue is gonna be when Mitchell Robinson returns. Although, wouldn't be surprised if Mitch gets traded. Wouldn't be surprised. There's been he hits the free throw. It's 105, 109. Mitchell Robinson wasn't around for media day. He's becoming a villain on social media. A villain doesn't, I don't know. I hope not. I like Mitch. I like Big Mitch. I want Big Mitch to succeed, from second round pick. And there's a foul for Shamet. He got Shamet. He's going for a 3-point play, but when it comes, bases loaded now for the Dodgers. But me personally, I don't know about Mitch, man. He seems like a villain. He wasn't there for the media. Like I said, I was doing a video with trying to get the new Knicks in there. I tried to get Mitchell Robinson's new media picture. Wasn't available either. I'm like, what's going on? So, yeah, it's weird timing with Mitch as Shamet hits the free throw. 112 to 105. Here's Knicks driving, kicks Knicks, and that's a turnover. Knicks will have it. So pretty much this game is almost over here. 112 to 105. A bucket here will pretty much secure it. Here's McBride now. Where they go with this? Here's Shamet. Shamet are off the curl. Shamet for 3. And it's good. 3-pointer. Shamet. Here's Knicks driving. Knicks kicks it back out. They thought about the three. This is just winding down, guys. This game isn't. And here's a three ball. No good. Rebound by Achua. And there's a big sacrifice fly here for the Dodgers. Let's see if they'll test the arm. No, they won't test it. They just drew a throw. Bases loaded, 2 outs now. And here's McBride, and then blocked there, and we get a whistle. He stepped out of bounds, so he turned the ball over. Knicks got fortunate there. New York ball. 2 outs there as Taylor was the good arm by Taylor there, and Mookie Betts could run. I'm surprised they didn't go and they didn't tag up and get a run off of there. It wasn't a good part of the field, and the throw would have definitely made it. He definitely would have made that. So the Mets, as they inbound the ball, Shaman off the curl. That's no good. Long rebound right to the hands, and that's going to be a blocking foul on the Knicks. You got Max Muncy up with 2 outs, bases loaded. This is a big one for the Mets. High pressure situation for Kodai Senga. Ooh, ball in the dirt, but it's good block by the catcher here. Here we go, free throws. So I'm doing a little play-by-play of both sports here. What a time to be a New York sports fan. Orange and blue, right? He hits the first free throw, 106-105. This game is pretty much wrapped up. We just got to do some cosmetics here as the time ready to expire. Yeah, Alex, bases loaded with 1 out. 2 outs now. I mean, here we go. Ooh, offensive turnover. The Knicks turned the ball over. 2-1 now. Bases loaded. McBucket is a low-key, a big guard, weight-wise. Yeah, he's strong, dude. I think that's why he's had success, Jack City. Don't let the height fool you. His just the strength of that guy. Yeah, that's why he's able. And there's a base hit there. Max Muncy. They're going to have 2 runs here. 2-0 Dodgers. Knicks now in the air. Stolen by Shamet. 11 turnover by Minnesota. Shamet now. They're going to take as much time here off. A minute ago. Shamet holds. Back over to McBride. This was a fun game, as the announcer says. This was a fun game here to do. Here's Achua. Achua now. Yeah, 2-0 Dodgers. And Miller misses. Muncy with a 2-out base hit. Miller now misses. Here's Achua. Achua now. Euro stepping. Achua puts it up. And Garza, nope. Couldn't get it to go. And Garza hits a 3 with 27 seconds. And the Knicks will look to inbound. They're inbound. And they should do it. 115-110. So the Knicks win this preseason game. Good job for the Knicks. They're undefeated in the postseason here, which means nothing. What I wanted to see from the team, personally, guys, what I wanted to see was the way they played basketball as a team, the second unit. What looks like Shamet looked like he's going to make this team. Landy Shamet should make this team. Campaign bringing some bench defense and also scoring. Also, wait, let me to lower this here because that threw me off a bit. And also what we saw from Miles McBride, where he's just a guy that we trust coming off the bench when the Knicks needs buckets. With Jalen Brunson, if he goes down or if he's foul trouble, fatigue, you got guys now. You know, we also saw a little bit of we've seen the way that good communication and good play between the 2 wings with OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. You know, they played extremely well. You could see that they're sharing the ball, seeing one another, finding one another, playing, and that's also a dynamic. Also, the fast break. The Knicks are moving the basketball. What we see now, you know, you have to get, if your defense falls asleep, you know, they're going to score. They got these guys who could run, who has that length, who has the wingspan that could get easy buckets in transition, you know, and of course, Karl-Anthony Towns being the inbounder, who's a good passer himself, to Brunson getting the ball in quickly, and Brunson with the peripheral vision to get the ball out to the wings in transition. You gotta love that. Oh, I didn't see what happened on the court. I just turned the TV off. Um, Something happened on the court. I just turned the TV on because I was hearing some noise. Oh, Alex, thank you so much. Good luck to the Mets. If you could tell me, Big Task, what happened on the court? Something happened. I don't know what. So maybe I should turn the TV back on. Oh, damn, I missed it. And then went to commercial on my end. Yeah. So my point was with this team, with this, I like what I saw from the Knicks here. They were down to a good Minnesota team in that second and third quarter. They bounced back. They persevered. They didn't go outside their realm. They weren't just, chucking threes. They were missing some good shots. Something happened with Dante and Brunson. Oh, no. And Rick Brunson. Maybe, Hope is nothing, no animosity because one thing. And another note, one thing I didn't like from, I don't know if it came from Ian Begley. I think it was from Ian Begley, or he reported on X that made it kind of seem like DiVincenzo was a negative or upset about his role on the team, and he was going to be upset about the minutes, and that's why they included him in the trade. Don't look. Minnesota was saying we got Karl Anthony Towns. Randall wasn't enough to give you this guy. We got to give us something else. They try to give Mitchell Robinson. They had to add DiVincenzo. Sometimes you got to give up. You still got to give up something good to get something good back. You know. I get it, but to say that DiVincenzo was going to be a negative or was bad for the team, was complaining, don't say that while the guy is on his way out. But if you say something happened with Dante and Rick Brunson, where something negative, yeah, and then I'm gonna have to apologize to Ian Begley. They had to hold them back from each other. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to see that on Twitter. I'll see that on Twitter on the Twitter. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be all over Twitter, all over X with that. Wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that. So maybe there is some report to Ian Begley's saying that there was complaining from Dante DiVincenzo. So we'll see. Definitely on that. So wow, what happened between Brunson and Dante? They said they had to be held back, Michael. Again, my mistake. I turned off the TV. Yes, apparently had heated exchange after the game. So Stefan Bondi, who was at the game on X, says DiVincenzo and Brunson appeared to have heated exchange after the game. So it obviously is clear that Dante DiVincenzo did not want to get traded from this team, and rightfully so. He was a big part. Damn, that's an unfortunate. Don't tarnish Dante. Don't tarnish the love that the Knicks nation has for you. We're going after our own and getting upset. If you're upset, we get it. We understand that. We want you back on. We want to try to find a way to get you back on this team. I don't know if that could happen, but man, we would love to find some way in February get you back on this team. But don't burn your bridges, literally, because that's gonna suck if you do that. We want you back on this team, but if you're going to be really animate that way with Coach Brunson, it's going to be a tough time to bring you back here. So yeah, so I guess they had an issue. But again, Josh Hart, does it concern you, Knicks fans, that he had 25 minutes, no shots, no points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists? I'm not going to worry about Josh Hart's lack of offense. He's not on this team. Josh Hart is not on this team for his offensive prowess. He's here to rebound, defend, and be part of the team and hit some shots when needed, when open. But he's not the main focal point on the offense. I didn't know. It looked like it was a lot. It was all love, but some words were exchanged with Dante and Rick Brunson. Okay, hopefully it's just something that is not escalating anything where it gets personal or it gets negative. Where they have it with Dante, that core group are so much good friends. Wouldn't want something to rip this trade to kind of rip their friendship. I hope not. I hope it doesn't hurt their friendship. So with that said, we're gonna say goodnight. I'm gonna say goodnight here to everyone, because of course go enjoy the baseball, the football. Definitely we got the Giants, then the Mets. Good luck to them tonight. Hopefully we get a trifecta victory for all New York teams here. And of course, I'll be back on tomorrow night for Steven. I'll be doing the Jet game tomorrow night. And then got some wrestling scheduled up. I don't know if I'm gonna do one of the final preseason games. Don't know yet because it's a Friday night SmackDown, which is on fire right now. So I might just do Tuesday. I might just go right into Tuesday into the home opener against the Celtics. So just hit that notification. But follow me on X. I tell you guys, always follow me on X. You'll see when I'm going to do something, especially if you don't see the notification at BXJEDI76. The description is in the video. Yo, it was great seeing every one of you guys. You guys were freaking awesome. Always great to see the Knick family. Always great to do these games, and of course, appreciate y'all. Love y'all all, and we'll see you. We'll see you soon. May the sports be with you. We'll be seeing you. Yo, 82 games is coming up. We got a season to call. So let's go. Let's go, Knicks. Have a good night, guys.
The next stop is 34th Street, Penn Station.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.